So, last time, our heroes narrowly avoided getting turned to dust, and instead chose to gamble on the teleporter and hurt my feelings as they hit. Just kidding. As they enter, as they step to the teleporter, they are saved from being turned to dust. However, Chala has been left behind. And as the energies flow around you, you find yourselves in a new place.
It's a new world. It's a new start.
Oh.
Let me show you the world.
Just everything that has world in it, we're singing it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me know when you're loaded.
Also,
This
Storm
is
forgot to mention-
98%.
Also, Storm forgot to mention she left behind Mocha.
No, Moto's in my
98.
purse.
No,
Yeah,
you definitely
Moto's-
left behind Moda.
And
You
the
were saying
papoose.
that?
No, I had the papoose on me. It was my purse.
The papoose didn't leave.
I'm in.
Ooh,
Oh,
I'm
I'm
also
in.
in.
98%.
98%.
Oh
What the
my
fuck
god.
is this?
Oh my god.
Where
Oh.
are we?
I don't know why this reminds me of like DDR. Like
Yeah.
this looks like a Dance Revolution map, dude. This looks like the bad.
Show us your moves.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, hold
Some
on.
of your moves.
On like ultra hard difficulty, Dance Revolution.
Aye, I'm your little butterfly.
Green, black, and blue make the colors in the
Colors
sky.
in the sky.
Aye.
Aye,
Holy
aye,
shit. He could hit it though. If I kind of get hit those
Get him to fucking
notes.
hit the notes. God
Holy
damn.
Hold on, I need to
Yeah,
test.
he's-
Oh,
you said
goodness.
some-
Why are we all on top of each other?
I had to adjust the size. I had to adjust the size there.
Yeah.
Also, I think we can show a little handout.
Oh, right.
Oops.
Yes, Seino season 2.
Oh.
Wow, look. Whoa.
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh, Roxy did so good. Look at that.
Wow, is the artist name's Roxafellah at Roxafellah Socials? Blah!
Whoa.
Very nicely
Oh
done.
my god, I love the blade.
Me too.
Yeah, that's his Fellowship blade.
It's very nice. I like
All right,
it.
so you find yourself standing in the center of this room. Oh, not the center, but on the offset of the center. Behind you, there is an electrical field thrumming with energy. You feel as getting too close to it would result in, well, nothing good. In the center of the room, you can see that there are a pair of twin consoles. Beneath you, there are gears and other forms of clockwork that twist and turn. Let me zoom you out a little bit.
Okay.
Here, you see a strange device connected to these consoles, and they seem to be on each side. Above them, there is an ethereal, visible to the plain eye, field of energy. It almost seems to be some kind of window. All right. Map is active.
We have to go back
What?
right now.
Who's here? Head count. Head count.
Oh my god.
All right, who's
Luka
not dead?
looks
Sound off.
Luka looks around, looking to make sure that everybody's there, and notices that Chala isn't there. And in a panic, he kind of just starts to look around. And can I make an Arcana check to see if there's like any residual, like mana left, or like a source from where we came from?
You are unable to see that because there is a fuck ton of mana in this room. It's just not wild and unrestrained.
Okay. We have to go back. We have to. We need to go back for him.
How do we look? She points at the freaking electrical field. How do you suggest we go back?
I don't know, but we have to save him. We can't leave him behind. And clearly
I
he's
know.
getting more and more like agitated and anxious.
Effie-
And
Puts a hand on his shoulder kind of firmly and looks him in where she thinks his eyes are. Luka, listen to me. Look at me. We will figure this out.
he's not looking at you at this point. He's
She
just
smacks him on the cheek.
Well, you wouldn't know, you wouldn't know that. You wouldn't know that he wasn't looking at you.
like at this point he's like he doesn't seem to be paying attention to you. And he's like becoming more of a mess, like kind of pacing back and forth. And slowly you can kind of see tears coming down his cheeks.
She
We have
firms
to-
her grip up on his shoulder.
I have to save him. I have to. I failed before and I can't do that again. And he's like slowly crumpling like to the ground.
She throws her arms around him as he goes to the ground. Luka, what do you mean? What do you mean failed before?
He's quiet for a second, and then he turns to Effie. I failed to save him, my master, before, and I failed Chala. I can't do it again. And he slowly starts to relay what happened, the recording of the last moments of his death. He was in a lab, and far off there was someone laying on a bed. He was frantically trying to put something together, a concoction, something to help, something that would save his master. And in a moment of desperation, in the moments where order and keeping to principle made sense, he took the only possible solution, the only risk he could. And he grabbed this purple-like liquid, threw it into a mixture. And before he knew it, he was here. And he looks at Effie with his purple eyes. I have to go back. I can't fail again. And all these things that we've done so far, all these risky ventures, it's too much. This is why I've tried everything I could to help us, making sure that we're taking the best avenue, but this is... And he just kind of falls silent. I failed.
She keeps her arm around him and says, in the best way Effie can say, "Look, Luka, from your story it seems more like Chala was the risky one and not you. He took a risk. It endangered all of our lives. And unfortunately," and she kind of looks off in the distance, unfortunately, he didn't make it into the teleporter with us.
But it was my idea.
What do you mean it was your idea?
To use the brooch and his gauntlet. To find something that would stabilize it. That was the best possible avenue. But we knew it could have been dangerous.
We all knew it could have been dangerous. We all knew that we needed to get out of there. It's unfortunate that he didn't make it with us. I have faith in him. If I know anything about Chala, it's that he can't die, Luka. And Effie genuinely believes this.
He looks at her, like, straight into her eyes, trying to make sure that there's an ounce of every bit of certainty that she has. And nods. Yeah, he can't die.
One moment, please. I'm going to be sending each of you a message. Please continue role-playing, but just answer it for me, please. But please continue.
Okay.
Just check your DMs.
All right.
Luka, I understand your predicament. We have to keep going. I believe that Chala will find his way.
If he does somehow find his way back to us, even though it's probably not likely, he laughs at it to himself. That guy is in for a world of hurt for what I got for him.
She nods. Look, I have this cool thing that I haven't really used a lot, where I can sense other vessels around. Between that and his flux sense, if he does make it through this, he'll hopefully be able to find his way.
He nods solemnly and wipes the tears from his eyes and grabs the trumpet he's had at his side, feeling for any sign of Chaoton in his shadow.
Also, Luka, while we're here, I noticed that you missed some of your checks. You know, when we're trying to look at the enemy and tell each other information we're gathering. You want me to braid your hair out of your eyes?
Could you cut it instead?
Sure. And she takes out her her dagger and starts grooming him.
Yeah.
Wow.
Seino will
And that is 16 minutes 32 seconds.
Oh.
From talk to groom. Personal record.
Seino will stand up, like looking at the ceiling, almost like he doesn't in his mind he's starting to fall back into the fear he had before in his past life. He's realizing the power of this place and is starting to doubt himself. But he's saying, if somebody of our group would survive the situation Chala went in for, then I think Chala would be the only one that has the best options to get away with this. And he will chuckle a little bit.
Luka.
Yes.
What are you doing with that? And she kind of gestures down to what he's holding.
He's staring at it at this point. If anything happens, I will not hesitate to take any option to make sure you guys are okay. And he just leaves it at that. And he keeps staring at the trumpet, seeing if he feels Chaoton. Does he feel him? At all?
Arcadum?
Sorry, I was muted. You don't feel anything.
Oh, okay.
Also, Effie's gonna look
Actually,
at her papoose.
I would explain it this way. You do not feel... It is unnatural that you do not feel it. It is not as if he is not there. It is as if he is behind glass.
Oh. Okay.
And as you turn to look towards where Moto would be, is that where you're doing?
Yeah.
Moto is not there.
Oh shit.
Oh. Okay.
Moto! And she takes her purse and she dumps it upside down like she's looking for her lipstick at the bottom of the purse.
All right.
Got the lipstick.
Everything in your purse goes through the grate beneath you and into the gears below.
Oh my god. Wait, what are you doing?
Ira kind of looks at all this stuff and if he was in there, he's not there now.
Moto! And she picks it up and looks into it. You guys, Moto's gone.
He probably got grinded up.
He's
job.
not.
Did he get lost when we teleported?
He was there. You guys remember he was there.
Ira kind of glances to the side, not really remembering anything, but he just agrees anyway.
perception around the room.
I know. I was gonna
actually,
ask
no,
the
never
same
mind.
thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a perception check. Oh. Well.
Oh.
Something's happening. Nope. Wow, we're in a room.
What's going on? Wait.
You guys hear that?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't hear
Oh,
anything
oh,
yet.
oh. I hear it now.
Okay.
I hear it now too.
I just think about
Chala appears.
Oh my god. Luka immediately eyes widen, staring dead at him, runs up to Chala and punches him in the face.
Effie's also startled and punches him.
Chala
He just
moves
suddenly
with
appears.
grace and speed and avoids both blows.
Oh my
He
god.
tries again. Luka
ducked.
tries again.
He ducks and ducks further. He's shorter than he's ever been and stronger. He's gained power and density by reducing his size. And he elegantly moves around you. He hangs off the rails. He jumps back up. Are you okay?
Okay, is he like on the ground?
Yes,
Like,
he's on the ground. However,
Okay.
there is one very big difference. Chala has a pair of twin tattoos that run down his arms. One
Okay.
is of a... Oh, well, actually, at this point it would be... One appears to be almost like a black star moving down with leaving a trail like a comet, and the other is white.
Okay. Well, if he's settled, Luka's still gonna try to punch him. Like, do I have to do rolls for this?
All right, take a
Right.
roll.
Okay, which roll is it? Just
Ooh.
unarmed?
Why do you all look so worried?
I'm not.
I wasn't.
You fucking madman. I knew it.
Oh, that's an 8, but...
Challa grabs the hand, puts it down, then reaches up for a hug.
Aww.
Oh.
Luka, in midst of all of his rage and worry, he hugs him back so tightly that he might have broken a bone or something.
If we're hugging, Maelie joins in on the group hug.
Oh shit!
The hugs are AOE. It's a 10-foot cube, guys. There's a couple more spaces.
Irha, he kind of just crosses his arms and stays out of the hug.
You fucking idiot! And he just, like, hugs him so tightly.
I know.
Thought you were dead!
I told you.
I'm sorry I
cannot
lost
die.
my grip.
I cannot die. The Great One forbids it.
Effie nods.
You sure can't.
Oh my god.
Don't die on me, Chala.
Exactly.
And he just keeps
you.
hugging him.
You too.
More tears streaming down his face.
It's okay. Challa's surprised at the tears because he forgot you had eyes.
Oh, you can see his eyes now.
Yeah.
Oh.
They're purple.
Oh yeah, I forgot you was dead.
And he smacks him upside the head.
And then
But-
with the smack, Chala uses the momentum to step back and then look straight at Irha. Irha, what's wrong? Why the downtrodden face?
Irha kind of just gives him a glare.
Come
And he's like-
on. Come on.
Guys, we really probably shouldn't move too much. We don't know what this room is.
You're right. You're right. Ida, you should come back here. And Chala has his arms open for a hug. You should come back to the party.
I was gonna like glare at him. He's like, "Say sorry. Say sorry."
Now you see, Ida, we go through life. And we do things.
I'll give you a hug if you say sorry. Say sorry.
I apologize. Come for the hug. Come on. I apologize.
Irha like rolls his eyes and he's like, he just gives a big puff. He's like, fine. Fine. And he goes up and he gives Chala a one-armed hug.
So Chala goes in fully and he says, Ida, I accept your apology as well. I know we go through life,
The classic.
and as we go through life, we go through it. It's like a traversing through a fog of sorts. Yes. And as we go, we create a path. But as we look back, we see the path and we see where we were, but we don't see the fog. You shouldn't judge yourself so harshly. You can't really remember. None of us can remember the fogs we were in the past, you know? I forgive you too.
Great. I didn't ask for a lecture, but thanks. I guess. Yeah,
You're welcome.
And he just kind of brushes off himself, and he's like, kind of walks back to the group, very like sheepishly. He's like, interesting.
Seino's in shock that Irha hugged someone.
Ira's gonna look over to Seino. You didn't see shit.
You do that. Interesting.
Oddly-
And he takes out his notebook.
Oddly,
and writes
Oh my God.
down.
Oddly, Irha has no desire to hug Maelie. Strange.
Hey, guys.
Yes, Captain.
What's up?
I think some of us were still a little injured from our last endeavor. Would it make sense for us to try and recoup a little bit?
I agree. We should take a moment of rest.
Yes, rest. And Chala tries to flex his shoulders a little bit.
I guess we won't find any like more quiet spot than this here. Maybe the mana that's all around here keeps other creatures away.
I'll check on that. Give me just a second.
How much do you all know about the region I just got here?
Out of character question.
Mm-hmm.
During the mana overflow shit, you mentioned to Luka that Luka's felt like all of their spell slots were restored.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does everybody that uses spells feel that as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Then maybe we should just take a short rest.
Maelie, with your Arcana check, what the fuck? There's so much mana in this room. You don't think you're about to be dusted, but there's something so weird about this room. It almost feels like that you were looking at it through a pane of glass.
The whole room.
Yes.
So it's not just like looking out through the force field that's a pane of glass. It's or what I imagine to be this line of
It's
power.
how would I describe this? It is almost as if when you try to view things through the magical space, it's like you're looking through a very, very light kaleidoscope. Like the edges of your vision are a little twisted, and that it almost feels like, how would I describe this? It's like if somebody
Microdosing.
It's like if
called microdosing.
It's like if somebody perfectly puts saran wrap over a hallway. You can kind of see it.
Oh.
It's a little bit like that.
So, is my Arcana check high enough to kind of pinpoint where this is coming from?
It seems to be focused within the center and above, right? So this area right here, above this.
Okay. Should I do like a perception check to see if I can see something up there?
You should probably go over there to look at it if you want.
Yeah, okay.
If Maelie alerts the party, Chala will use his flux sense.
I'm going
Yeah,
to
but
The
look
mana in
up
the area.
to where I think. Well,
Well, Maelie,
What are you looking
taking off the
at?
hat.
Maelie, as you move up to this point, you look up and you don't really see anything. However, when Effie joins you, as she's had a little bit more practice now, she recognizes these two consoles for what they are. They each have a space for her convalescence kit. Did you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
Everybody was really quiet there for a second. I was like, oh no.
I was waiting for Etsy to say something.
I was waiting for you to say something.
Oh, well, my Foundry's fucked up, so I'm reloading.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you going to tell me that you notice the little square for your convalescence kit to fit into?
Well, I thought you were looking up, and I was gonna come help you look up if you told
I
me
am
you couldn't
looking
see
up.
anything. What do you see?
I'm gonna go AFK real
Nothing.
fast because my sister is requesting my assistance to get a spider off her plants.
Okay.
Hey,
Very important.
So, you don't see anything. Effie's also going to look up.
This is kind of where I feel, I guess, the magic kind of coalescing, and this is what's causing the weird vibrations and stuff that you can kind of almost see in this room, but I can't quite see exactly where it's coming from.
Maelie, this is what I want you to do.
Mm.
I see some space for me to hack into the mainframe. Okay.
Oh no, not again.
I see your little weak here, little woozy. You're not stepping right.
Yeah.
Maybe you should go rest.
Can we at least not try to hack anything until the rest is complete?
You got 30 minutes, girl.
Fine. Just don't touch anything, and don't walk off the path. You know, the whole reason to check was to make sure that nothing would eat us. I don't think there's going to be anything to eat us, but I don't want to take any chances, especially if I'm sleeping.
You're not sleeping, you're just putting your hat over your eyes for a second.
Right. Just resting my eyes.
Just rest, yep, for 30 minutes.
Okay.
So the party would like to short rest. Yes?
Yeah,
Very
probably.
Can I, while they were looking up and stuff, can I use like flux sense and make a perception check as well to see anything else that they missed?
Using your flux sense, you're able to see that the mana in the room definitely forms a thin shape around this area. It is actually a full dome that fills this room. Make me a... what would this be?
Is it like a geometric dome or a smooth like hemisphere?
A geometric run. A geometric dome.
Like
I have a
hexagon.
question.
Actually, no, it's not. Hold on. You will understand this.
Oh.
It is actually a U1 principle bundle where you take the prime fiber and you take the half pole monopole and you have so you.
I have a question. Since I can see through illusionary terrain, is this illusionary?
Hold on.
Okay.
What you see, oh man, what you see, Chala, is a dome, but the dome is the dome is actually a series of small, intricate mana threads hardened and twisted over one another to form a Dyson sphere.
That's sweet, dude.
God damn.
That's fucking sweet. Okay, we're in the middle of a Dyson sphere, alright. Holy shit. Oh wait, just 1 second. They won't be able to see this, but for those of you that can see,
I was about to ask.
dude, this is it. This is what he's saying. I have the image. It's this figure from this
Oh
textbook.
my god.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I had it on hand.
This
This is from Rhymanian geometry. This right here, dude.
He just
Oh,
has a
crazy.
book with it in there. Like, what the fuck?
Back in 5 seconds, and
Because
it's like this one right here.
when I first made it, right, I was just like, oh yeah, and I got really into it, and I was like, man, I just mostly just call it a sphere because most people aren't gonna know what that is, but I forgot that Zahaab is a fucking physics, and he'd enjoy that. So here you go, buddy.
Wait, hang on. I'm back. I'm back from saving my sister from the spider. Can I have a recap what I missed in the last 2 minutes?
Nothing really.
Nothing.
Chala used his flux sense to discover that the sphere that surrounds this part of the building is made out of a lattice or lattice of twisted mana threads. And Zahaab, the player, understands that it's a Dyson sphere.
Yes, Challa would not know this. Kurt, for those of you in chat that want to know about Dyson spheres, Kurt's Kutzat on YouTube has a great video.
Isn't that just a vacuum?
It is not.
It's like a geometrically optimal method of extracting energy from like various cosmic structures.
Yeah, except for my vacuum says it's a Dyson, and the name
All
of the
right.
vacuum is sphere.
Gosh.
It's actually more like that than you would imagine.
Uh-huh.
It's like pretty aptly named.
Anywho,
Anyway,
I
so
watched that video.
that's what you see.
And then the
Challa-
party's deciding to short rest.
I think
Yeah.
Roxa wanted to ask something.
No,
Challa
I was
is
just
amazed.
gonna in character.
Oh.
Effie, come on, let's stay together in the group.
I'm staying right here.
I
I'm
just don't
keeping a
want us to
lookout
be
this
apart.
way.
All right. Well,
can look
if you
out the
want to
other
be
way.
here, then I will stand beside you because we shouldn't be alone.
Well,
And he just like takes his seat next to her.
well, Luka,
Mhm.
the rest are gonna be short resting. Maybe you should guard the south route. And she points over here.
I think Seino, Irha, and Chala and Maelie can take care of themselves.
But they're resting.
They should be fine.
Okay, fuck them.
He keeps his eye on them though.
All right, go ahead and spend your hit dice then.
I don't think I got hit, so I think I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm fine. That's why I was saying you and I should keep a lookout. Because we're not resting and everybody else is.
Yep. I mean, he's looking at them, so if anything, he can see.
Take
what's
a short
happening.
rest. Oh, take a short rest. Oh, take a short
Take
rest.
a short rest. Take a.
So, how many dice should I roll, guys?
You have up to 5.
Yeah.
Should I just
would
roll
roll-
all of them?
Yeah.
Go ham.
Mm.
Roll them
Because
one at
our-
a time.
Oh, damn.
Roll them one at a time, not just with the rest ability on the.
Oh, you can do that. Yeah, that'll roll it one at a time. So, and it should automatically
okay.
heal you. Let me make sure it's.
Oh, that's cool.
So I just click rest and it works.
Yep, it's automatically healing you guys. Yep, you just
Ah,
hit
that's
clear
so
rest.
cool.
Question, Arcadum.
Foundry is
because
awesome.
Yes.
We haven't short rested
does that work
before.
in-
Do we restore the hit dice at the end of a long rest?
Correct. And you
Okay.
get half of them back.
Also, Irha, for you, you go on your character sheet, and in the top left where your image is, in the bottom right, it says a number, hit dice. You click on that, and then there pops this window up, and it says roll, and you just roll how often you need to, and you want to.
Oh.
It heals you automatically. Yes.
There you go. Well, you don't have to overspend because you're at health.
I didn't mean to.
It's all good.
I was just clicking. Click,
You guys good over there?
I'm good.
Mhm.
Maelie?
Is Maelie trying to go? Is Maelie gonna try to talk to Irha?
Was, yes.
Okay.
As we're sitting here resting, she says, "Hey, I noticed that you've kind of switched back. Do you remember anything from the last fight?"
Irha kind of, looks to Maelie and he's like, "No, I don't.
You want to
just
recap
know."
again?
Yeah, that'd be great, actually. He's like, Maelie and Irha are still sitting, right? Are they sitting? Yeah, they're sitting. So,
I was sitting.
yeah, that'd be great.
Okay, so we fought that mage, right? The branded one, and we won.
Yeah, the real ugly one.
Mm-hmm. And then Seino went and talked to somebody. It was really dark, but I didn't pay a whole lot of attention. I was kind of busy with something Effie wanted. And Effie was doing computer stuff, I guess. Well, she calls it convalescence. I don't understand. Chala called it
I
something
don't question
different.
her. I
Yeah.
just don't question
It's
it.
easier not to. But it kind of started a giant, awful whirlpool of mana, and we nearly got obliterated by it, but managed to teleport out of there A-okay, except for Chala, which is why everyone was so excited when he made it back. Because the teleporters weren't working. But in between all of that, we had a talk.
We did.
Mm-hmm.
About
You
what?
told me a little bit more about town and why you did the things you did to Moko. We came to an understanding. It wasn't bad. You also, and she lowers her voice to whisper just a bit, you told me about what happened and with the paladin issues you're having.
Yeah. Right. Right.
You haven't told anyone else yet, far as I know, and I haven't told anyone in case you didn't want to.
Ira, he nods. Yeah, I haven't really mentioned that too much. Usually I'm just swinging my sword, so they don't really notice.
But we also talked about us.
Us?
Mm-hmm.
As friends?
A little bit more than that was what we came to the conclusion of.
I see you as my friend. My comrade.
And Maelie's chest gets a little tight.
And what?
She kind of like stands there open-mouthed, and her hand unconsciously goes up to the flower that's in her hat band. And you don't, I mean, I know you don't remember, but I said I had loved you, and you said you felt kind of the same.
I probably love you as a comrade. We've been through many battles together, have we not? I don't see us as anything more.
She puts a smile on her face, but her hat covers her eyes. Says, I see. My mistake.
Is something wrong? Is my intuition not right? Should I be feeling something more?
I don't know. Your feelings are your own. If that's how you feel, then
Well,
that's what it is.
You're a good friend, Maelie. Thank you for. He kind of coughs. He's kind of like sheepishly awkward right now. Thanks for saving us back there, again.
No problem. Promised I would, didn't I?
Ira kind of nods as he gets up. He's kind of feeling very awkward now, as whatever Maelie just said to him was slightly a shock and something he didn't want to deal with anymore. He gets up. I think it's just better if we don't discuss this again. You're my friend. I don't see you as nothing more. You're somebody who saves me, and I help you. He kind of starts to. He gets up and he kind of. Oh no, fuck no. He kind of like steps towards Chala and towards your. I don't think we should bring this up again.
Maelie nods.
I don't know what feelings you have, but it's definitely not that.
Sorry. Didn't mean to embarrass you.
You didn't. And he kind of starts walking over to Effie and Luka.
As you walk past, Chala is showing Seino he can flex his shoulders and make the dogs bark.
You will.
Seino.
Chala, you will. Yeah.
You feel stronger.
Oh my god, no! I hate this.
I do okay? Did I do it right?
You did great.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. My heart hurts.
Chala interprets Seino's facial reaction as him being impressed by the shoulders thing, and he's just like, "Oh, you like that one, huh?" He's completely unaware.
You like Seino's like almost like baffled because he doesn't know like how he feels, because he feels so bad like from within because he know what he has done, but also like his like other self made him feel so good because he got that power. So he's like kind of baffled and like kind of shakes his head and is like, yeah, but by the way, Chala, like he's completely out of thought but tries to catch back. What happened to your arms? And he's trying to like get into a topic.
Chala sees you drift away for a second and just like, the Great One showed me what is in store and gave me a few blessings for my survival.
Oh,
I think they're pretty
so,
great.
so you, what happened when you were, like when you dropped out? Well, the last thing I saw was your arm getting like shattered completely.
Oh, whoops, that's me, not him. Sorry.
Yeah, it's funny. We're talking while pissing over the edge of this bridge.
I know. I'm like,
I'm just peeing in the
No.
cogwheels.
if we all just pee on Primus, it'll just short circuit him.
There should be a fine spot, Seino. Okay, so Chala has to go back to back with Seino because he's dig height. There's no
He
hiding.
just pees on you while he's talking.
Yeah. Oh, your shoulders. He only noticed the shoulders.
He's sharing his chi.
Yeah, he only noticed the shoulder tats because he starts pissing on them, and you realize, oh, what's that? I'm pissing.
Oh my god.
Anyway, so where was I? Yes, the Great One showed me what is in store, the future, a peace, a static, a place I'm glad I went, but I do not wish to go for a very long time. It wasn't
I must
particularly
say,
pleasant.
the first time when you, like, the previous times when you talked about the Great One, I always thought about you being like, yeah, you try to hold on to something from your previous life, and now he, like, Seino puts like his hand on your shoulder and is like, I'm glad you're back, man. And like he starts walking to the group.
Chala stops him from walking away. He grabs him. I'm glad to be here too, but you must be having some troubles of your own. I could read it on your face. Anybody could. Is everything all right with your Peter?
It is, I would say it is difficult. I'm like, it's almost like I have two personalities that I have to figure out. But for now, I think I'm gonna be okay.
Don't be so hesitant. Don't be so hesitant, Seino, or cryptic. We're in a death trap. Let it out. You don't know. This might be the last time you see me. And he winks.
Seino will like smirk a little bit and will say, I don't think I will get rid of you anytime soon. And he chuckles. You seem to survive quite a bit. We gotta go through this. But I'm gonna say this. If something is up, you will be the first to be talked to.
Well, thank you. I'm glad. And you shouldn't be so reticent with the others either. Especially
I won't be. If I see the need to talk with everyone, I will. But at the moment, I don't think it is the right time.
Luka's good with secrets, he is.
He is. I bet he has quite some secrets himself.
As I'm right here.
I know.
Stop listening to us pissing.
It can't, I mean, it's so loud on the metal.
Oh, God.
They should
So-
mind their own business.
So Effie's gonna start walking, I'm assuming, up these steps.
I'm back.
Like a freaking hot girl going up, Rodeo Drive.
I don't know what that means.
What do you mean? Haven't you seen like a girl sassy walk upstairs?
I know what that means. I just don't know what Rodeo Drive is.
You don't know what Rodeo Drive is?
No, Storm, I don't.
Oh no. Anyways, she sassy walks up the stairs to where I'm assuming the hole is, the USB plug is for the keyboard.
Yes.
And she kind of whistles at Chala. Come here, dog boy.
Please, swiftly through a terminal and a whistle.
Yeah. And she
You charge his shoulders first.
She plugs in the keyboard.
Oh, another terminal. Wait, magic. Where are you? Maelie, come on.
Maelie.
Hmm.
Oh, he waved over for her to come, just so she wasn't by herself.
See, look, Maelie, I waited.
Thank you.
Aren't you proud
Appreciate
of me?
it. Yes, quite, actually.
Chala
Character
whispers-
development.
Chala whispers to Effie. It seems like the fallen star is a little downtrodden. Hmm?
Seems like she's fallen, if you know what I mean.
Exactly.
In
So
more
not
ways than
shining as bright as the star usually does.
You'll notice that she's
Look.
just turning her star brooch over and over in her hands, rubbing it. Kind of like a worry stone. She's also trying to figure out how to attune to it, but mostly it's a nervous tick.
Hmm.
Oh my god.
All right, so
Mm.
you guys are the ones who know what you're doing with your kit. Since you're the ones who can read it, just keep translating like last time. And if it
This
says
Yeah.
Primus, don't touch it. If it says purge, don't touch it.
I track you.
This time, I will give 10 seconds for anybody to boycott an enterprise. I will.
And she
Effie
whispers
might
to
not.
Chala. She whispered to Chala. Yeah, let's not do that.
They can't read it anyway.
Yeah, they can't read it.
It's okay. But democracy.
Wait,
Mm.
so I got a
Democracy.
question.
Yeah.
Actually, I have a genuine question. So on Irish sheet, he said he can speak Flux. But I've never been able to use that.
Flux is
Like
common.
ever.
Everybody's been
Okay.
speaking Flux this whole
Gotcha.
time.
I never knew that until today. Good for me.
We stay speaking of
That's
flute.
why
Season-
my thieves' cant is different too.
Yeah,
It's Flux.
comprehend languages
Yep.
doesn't work.
Mm.
It's all
Okay.
Flux.
Oh my
Great.
God.
I just found that out. Flux is just a regular language. I was too embarrassed to ask. Anyway, continue.
They don't even know we're in a Dyson sphere right now.
Yeah, the vacuum.
All right. What do you do?
I'm plugging it in. What's
All
it
right.
showing me?
All right, listen up. Oh, Jesus.
Mhm.
She pushes up her non-existent glasses.
Like a hot girl getting on the Hammersmith.
Uh-oh.
Hold on. It's taking a lot of my focus here.
Oh, that's good.
Ooh.
It means we've done something so good he has to focus on the prize he's gonna give us.
Yeah. Okay. While
Yeah, totally.
Treasure chest from
Right.
Into the Breach finally going to teleport.
Yeah. Yeah,
everyone
the
make more
treasure
local
chest shows up.
references. Everyone make more local references that nobody understands.
The treasure chest waddles up the fucking grate.
Oh yeah, what happened to that?
I'm joking.
What
All right.
happened to that gift?
As you insert the convalescence kit, you begin to open the patterns before you. The glass monitor shifting with Taladonic, but you see that this Taladonic is written not only in a different font, but almost seems to be like it is an older version Furthermore, you can see that it does not appear to be a part of the Primus protocol. You see no evidence of purging. You see no evidence of any of that.
Chala.
Oh, this.
She whispers to him.
Mhm.
I think maybe the shield is a good thing.
The shield, indeed. I think
it's keeping Primus out of here.
exactly. I think the sphere keeps us safe. This is it seems to be a downgraded version, no?
Yeah, it's Windows 98, not Windows
Oh.
XP.
Oh
Oh,
my god.
oh,
Gonna cry.
oh! That is why this keyboard, that is why all this Confluence setup is stained with smoke. People used to smoke inside back then.
Yeah.
All the equipment
Why
is
is the keyboard sticky?
it's tobacco. He winks.
She winks
What are you
too.
guys seeing?
Arcadum, can you describe what options I have on this?
Well, as it's going through its startup,
Mm-hmm.
you can see that finally, after all of the initial startup, Taladonic indicating that all systems are nominal, you will see that the menu is displayed as such. Oh, God. All right. Before you can see that there is several distinct patterns that depict that there are release mechanisms. The release mechanisms form themselves into a circle with 7 points.
I know what the 7-pointed star is, right?
Yeah, but this is a circle.
Yeah, but there's 7 points on it.
Yeah.
If you connect the points, it makes a star.
Sure.
Can I make a symbology check?
So what am I able to do with this? Can I like move my up AWSD?
Well, I wasn't done describing.
Oh,
but
okay.
anyway, so those are the 7 points that you see. You can also see that written above, there is a series of text indicating different placements of each of the different points, depicting that there is fluctuations of energy. It shows its current mana output. You see all these different pieces. You see that in the center, there appears to be what is like a circle, and there is text in the center of that. Text in the center of that, as you begin to read it, Effie's eyes glaze over, and she falls to her knees.
Effie. He immediately goes up to her.
Chala looks
Are you okay? What's wrong?
Essie does not respond.
Oh,
He looks at her eyes, like looks at her face, or
Mm.
tries to assess what's wrong with her.
It seems that her eyes are flashing with Taladonic across them.
Ooh.
What is
Can
this?
Can Chala read what's running across her eyes?
It's difficult through her eyes, but they seem to match the ones on the monitor.
Chala looks back at the monitor.
On the monitor, you can see that the information that is twisting across the monitor is flashing with different Taladonic symbols, depicting that this circle is meant to contain something inside of it.
Oh.
Chala's eyes glaze over, and he falls to his knees.
Oh,
Chala!
I think we found the, and then he falls in. Then his eyes glaze over.
What's going on? And he also tries to assess what's happening to him, realizing it's the same situation.
Kind of goes up to Effie, assessing her because he's like, oh, what the fuck?
You see spit running down the side of her mouth.
I'm just gonna turn her on her left side And he's like, oh, okay. Can I do a medicine check to see
Sure.
possibly if there's anything?
I was gonna
going
say
on?
the same thing. Could I
Sure.
try to do
Roll
that
it
too?
up.
I can't access it for some reason on my drop down, so I guess I'll do it the other way. Oh, same.
Can I do Arcana to see if it's coming from the kit itself?
Yes.
Cool.
Effie and Chala appear to be perfectly fine. They are not unwell, other than the fact that they are unresponsive. Their
Can
bodies are
I
not harmed.
do? Can I try doing an Arcana check? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Luka's like slapping their cheeks to see if they'll like wake up.
Irha, as you look at the monitor, you can see that whatever is contained within this circle appears to be that of a strange lock, and above it, prisoner 007.
7.
Ari's gonna kind of look towards the lock. He's gonna kind of point it out. There's a lock up there. It's 007.
All right.
Oh,
Luka,
Oh no.
Seino, both of you fall to the ground. Your eyes glaze
Oh.
over with Taladonic sigils.
Ira kind of like
Okay.
steps back.
From this point forward, the only two that are active in this scene are Irha and Maelie. Tell me exactly what you do.
Go and move.
For the rest of
I
the
need
for the rest of the players, I am afraid that I must request that you remain silent, and you know why.
I need you to describe the lock one more time for me, please. Just like
The lock-
describe.
The lock is comprised of 7 different points in a circular pattern. In the center, there appears to be a sigil indicating a prisoner with the number tag 007.
Ira is going to look to Maelie, and there's some sort of hint of fear. Maelie, there's a lock 007, and he points to the group. I said it, and they fell.
Well, then why didn't we fall?
I don't know. And he kind of grabs Effie and kind of drags her down from the steps. He tries to clear everybody away from the steps. Move Chala down here. He's going to move Seino down here. And he's going to grab Luka and he's going to move him down here. It's spear circle thing. It's kind of like tapping his. He's gonna look at Effie. She's not far away enough. He's gonna grab Effie and drag her down here. Can I? Fuck! I've never been put on a scene like this before. This is so scary. So the circle is a. Sorry, my memory is really bad. I didn't get very much sleep at work last night. Can you describe that one more time? What the circle is?
The circle is comprised of 7 points, and it is in a circular pattern. As of right now, they are unconnected. In the center of this circle, there is what appears to be a sigil depicting that of a prisoner. 007 is the numbered indication given to it.
Okay. Is there any sort of like way that possibly the points are connected? Can I do like any way we can possibly connect them together?
As you press your finger onto one of them to try and do so, it seems that the monitor leaves behind a line of light wherever your finger goes.
I was gonna kind of point that out to Maelie. Sorry. Seems like we can touch this device.
I saw.
Yeah. Let's do.
She swallows past the lump in her throat and asks, this thing that you say is a prisoner, though, the 007, do you think doing what we're doing now is gonna open up his door and let him out?
Irha kind of just shrugs. I mean, that's what it seems like.
Uh,
I don't know what else to do. Our friends, he kind of looks over to
But-
the drooling people. They're not in any state right now. I don't know what else to do.
I know, but they don't also seem to be getting hurt, and I'd hate to like do a, I don't know, prisoner exchange or something and trap them and let something else worse out.
What can be worse than this, Maelie? He looks to the electrical fields. We're stuck here either way.
Yeah, I know. Sure, I guess we can try.
Okay. Irha's going to...
Do you have any idea what order they should go in? Because
I do not.
sometimes puzzles like this, I'm assuming it's a puzzle or something. If you get them wrong, they usually have consequences.
Yes. As seen, as you've mentioned. Can I do a perception check around the room to see if there's any sort of like clues where this code might be?
Sure.
Or any patterns?
Sure.
I think it's wisdom. Check.
I mean, it's its own skill check. Perception is its own skill check. It's on your.
I don't see it.
It's on your sheet.
I'm looking. Oh, there it is. Sorry, I didn't see it for a second.
With the 15, you don't see anything around the room that really means anything to you. But as you look at the monitor closely, it seems that the sigil around the prisoner, it seems to be pressable, much like the stars are.
I was gonna kind of glance to Maelie. Should we press it?
Just a second. Can I do a history or a religion check to see if I notice anything, or if the vessel that I'm in notices something?
Yes.
Which one?
Whichever one you'd like.
And I guess I'll follow along with that as well. Can I see if Irha's vessel recognizes anything in the situation at all? Since, you know.
There's no response.
I'll go with religion.
Yes. I'll follow along with history.
Effie's last words ring true in your ear. A star of some kind.
Is the button like shaped as a star? Like, is it like a slot or is it like a little button?
The sigil is not. The sigil is just something you can press on the screen. And each of the 7 points in a circular pattern around that sigil are also not comprised of a star. Perhaps they could be if the lines were connected, but as of this point, they form only a circle.
Well, does it look like a constellation or a sort of star that Maelie's vessel would have known during her time sailing the astral sea?
Yes. But the memories are out of your reach. It is definitely familiar.
You know when it's right on the tip of your tongue, I can see it, I just can't see it. Like, I know I've seen it before, I just don't know what it looks like.
Irha's gonna kind of look. He's gonna be kind of looking towards the button and looking at everything else. No, I understand. I get that. It's. He kind of starts fidgeting with his hands. Try to remember. What does this look like to you?
Star.
Stars, yes, right. Okay, we're getting somewhere. He kind of starts tapping his foot.
Like a constellation, but I don't know which one.
Well, great. And he kind of throws up his hands and kind of like turns away, tapping his foot. he turns back towards the thing. Maybe we should just start messing with it. Seems like every time Effie does it, it works somehow, gets us somewhere. Right?
Works is a word.
Works is indeed a word. He's gonna, I guess...
Just go slow.
I mean, there's 7 points. We can try
Yeah.
to make a star with it.
One at a
'Cause-
time. Let's try.
Do you want to try, since you're more knowledgeable in constellations than I am? Or stars, you're all about them. He kind of looks up and, like, he like, looks her up and down and, like, points to her. Clearly.
He swallows and nods. I'll try. And touches one of the points on the circle to another point on the circle, trying to connect to them in some way.
As you do so, the line becomes solid.
Hey, you're doing something. Look at that. You're doing something.
I hope it's a good thing.
I don't know if it's a good thing. Just keep going.
She will attempt to make, I guess, a basic star first, because that's the last thing that Effie said, and that's the thing that stuck with her most. And if that doesn't work, she'll go for like...
Of how many points?
Wait,
Oh,
question,
dear.
hang on, question. Hang on, I'm trying, give me 1 second, I'm trying to think of, how many points does Star of David have, to be honest. Only 6 points. How many points? What star had 7 points? Ira's gonna kind of like be throwing up his hands. Before you go, let's not press any more buttons yet. We should try to sit there just for a second. Stars have 5 points. This is 7, right?
I mean, I guess so, yeah.
Okay. So
Most
let's just
stars.
add more points. Like, start. He's gonna kind of tap.
I don't think
Just
we should
use-
make another line until we know what we're doing. And she reaches into the folds of her robe and gets one of the books that she took from Moko's store.
Mm-hmm.
And Ira pull out the alchemist book, the book that he got from the wizard, and see if there's anything inside of that.
He goes
might
to the
give him a hint.
back for scrap paper to try and like draw out stars.
Does Ira find anything in that the Branded Mages book that might point to any direction?
No.
Ah, great. Ira's gonna kind of like look over her shoulder.
And which
Or
one?
over the
Which
book.
one are you looking at, Maelie?
I don't know. I actually don't know what books I took from Moko. I'm just like
oh.
using the back end for scrap paper
Oh,
to try and draw it out before drawing it on the screen.
it's not really going to be helpful here.
Would I have any knowledge in any like alchemy stars at all?
I mean, stars are a symbol that's used in all sorts of different things.
Right. And,
Although,
in my
you've
brain,
never seen a 7-pointed one in any of them.
okay. Ira kind of shrugs. You know,
Okay.
I've
What's that?
seen 6-pointed stars. I've seen 5-pointed stars. I've even seen 4-pointed stars. Trust me. My brothers knew, but I've never seen a 7-pointed star. Maybe if we just add another line, you know, making it a bigger, pointier thing.
Maybe. It might work. Or last ditch effort, I could try to see if Ayaza's awake and could help us. He might know something, seeing as how he's kind of from the dream.
You can try summoning your horse. He kind of like glances aside. It's a quite terrifying thing. I don't have anything on my belt that could contribute. Meaning I don't have any like gods or horses or any of that.
He's just a familiar. Don't try to freak out too much.
It's a very scary horse.
Yeah. She goes over here where she has space because Ayaza is big. And she takes off the glove on her left hand and looks at the bucking horse and tries to summon him.
As you attempt to do so, you feel once again that your power reaches out and is blocked by what feels to be a pane of glass.
Can I see him through the glass?
You can feel his
Like-
presence on the other side.
But no communication gets through the glass, huh?
Mm-mm.
He puts the glove back on. Goes back up the steps. Well, whatever is blocking everything else magically, it's also blocking my connection to him.
So, no horse,
No horse.
no group,
No group.
no 7-pointed star.
Not that we know how to draw. No.
As far as I know, you've only drawn one line.
It's true.
Well,
We've only drawn one line.
yeah, but the one line is kind of scary. Let's go
It
ahead
is.
and just draw more lines. Start with a basic 5-pointed star. You know.
Mm-hmm.
And then to make 7, you add 2 more points
Oh.
on either end.
Well, kind of in between those
Yeah.
two near the bottom, kind of.
That or whatever you believe can make a 7-pointed star. I don't know how to draw a star. In fact, I don't know how to draw at all. So this is all you.
Okay. I might have something.
I believe in you, Maelie. You've never let us down yet.
So, which line did I draw first?
Did you draw the line to the left or the right? Did you
Af-
start from the top or the bottom?
After enough time has passed, as the line dissipates.
Okay, good.
Okay, so it looks like we got to do this quite quick then. So just start with a star. I draw
Yeah.
a star
Mm-hmm.
and add 2 more points.
Mm-hmm. So, classic drawing of a star, right? You start from that bottom left point and you go up to the center and then down to the bottom right point, like you're making an A. And then you cross across to the left point, across to the right point, and back down to that bottom point. And then you would just kind of go straight up in between the top left and the top middle points, and you'd make like a triangle in the middle, and you go straight across to the middle right and the bottom right point, and then you take it back home to that first point where you started. And I think, if I can count right, that's 7 points. But I don't know if they line up on the circle just right.
So you draw one with
Ours.
7 points.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm trying.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
trying to describe that, but it's really hard.
So be it.
I was gonna kind of watch her draw the star. You're doing good. Look at you go. It's constellations. He's kind of nervous about it.
She's nervous too.
I was gonna kind of actually step towards her and put her behind him.
Well,
I think you should stay behind me at least.
my mage armor's still on. I'm good.
No, I don't. I think you just stay behind me. Please.
Okay. All right.
I was gonna kind of like look back to Maelie, and he's confused. Thank you.
She nods. You're welcome.
As you draw the 7 points, it seems to lock into place. The sigil in the center grows larger until finally it encompasses the entirety of the screen. As it does so, you can see that far more information is displayed, as well as 3 commands.
We can't read the commands.
Well, the commands at first appear in Taladonic, but there is something twisting in the text, and the letters become readable for you.
I kind of like, wasn't this originally Taladonic? Only Chala and Effie could read this?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I can read it.
And this is what it says.
Where are you posting it? Okay. Oh.
In Foundry.
Oh.
Prisoner information. Name, Folly. Origin, Maltos. Ceiling, V. Threat level, V. Classification level, Taladon. Warden, Mr. Gray. And below it, you see the following commands.
I was gonna kind of read off the commands from Maelie. It says 3 things: release, interrogate, and back.
Hmm. Does the name Folly ring a bell to you? Or Mr. Gray?
I don't know. Does Irha recognize that, or does Vessel recognize any of those names?
Mm-mm.
I don't recognize any of these names. I don't know who this prisoner is. I don't even know. Who's Mr. Gray?
I don't know.
What a badass name. I wish I had that name.
What's the threat level too? Like, is that
It
the
just says
highest
V?
or the lowest?
I don't know if it's the highest or the lowest. It just says V.
Well,
It says interrogate. That means
I
we
guess.
get to question him, right? Or whatever this prisoner is.
Potentially. Yeah.
Should I press it?
I don't know. I guess there's no harm in pressing it, considering we've come this far.
What else do we have to lose?
Mm-hmm.
Irha, he clicks the interrogate with his claw.
Very well. One moment, please.
No! You don't think interrogating is a mean thing, right? We don't have any ill intent.
Not if we're polite about it, I suppose it wouldn't be.
I mean, you are the most polite person in the group. You
Smiles sadly.
You have gotten us out of many situations before. Some
All right.
not the most fortunate.
I would normally play a song here, but I am unsure if I should do that.
That's fine.
So
You're all good.
for now, I apologize, but the music that would normally accompany this is I'm unsure about my permissions to use it, to be honest. So I think it's best that I don't, just to avoid any drama.
Nope, you're all good. Don't worry about it.
That's fine.
I'm excited to see what happens.
Anyway, the following, though, does happen. As you press interrogate, above you, the shifting glass that I've been describing this entire time folds in on itself and opens a small viewing window into an extra-dimensional space.
Maelie taps Irha and says, Irha, look up.
And the
Irha looks
space
up.
twists until it is here. And a small viewpoint appears to your east. And as it opens, a violet light fills the room.
Ira kind of he kind of grabs Maelie by her arm and pulls her closer to him, but also behind him more. My thing, it's frozen. Oh no, help! It's frozen. Help!
All right, you see that there is a shadow inside of the window.
Oh, can I not move my character at all anymore? It's actually frozen. Oh no, my game's hang on, my thing's frozen. I need to refresh it. It's actually frozen. Okay. Sorry, my thing went completely. I'm gonna actually. Yeah. Okay. Okay. You can continue. I'm sorry.
A violet light fills the room coming from the window. There is a shadow in the window that you could approach if you wish.
Button.
Let's approach it, but please stay behind me.
Mm-hmm.
Irha approaches with Maelie, holding onto her wrist. Hello? He kind of just awkwardly says.
The window's here.
Oh, the window's here, where I'm at? Okay.
Yeah, I'm just moving you to the right spot, that's all.
No, thank you.
All right. As you approach the window, you can see that there is what appears to just be a man. You only see the top part of him, only like his chest and face. And when you speak, there is a twitch, and then slowly his eyes open. And you see this.
Interesting.
Bam.
Oh, that's so cool.
That's good art.
Yeah, that's made
I
by
like
Lotto. Until I can actually find, get some actual art made of him.
I like it a lot. That's very nice.
Yeah.
Okay. As the eyes open, they will look at each of you slowly. You feel almost as if you're in the gaze of a predator. And then it will speak. You are not my warden. You do not belong here. Interesting.
Kind of. No, we definitely do not belong here, and I'm definitely not your warden, and neither is she. What's your name?
You really have no idea, do you?
I wouldn't be asking if I had no idea. I mean, I really don't.
That is a true statement on so many levels. I am Folly,
Kind of glances towards Maelie. I'm Irha.
I'm Maelie.
I'm the paladin of this group. He kind of glances back towards his drooling friends.
Pleased to meet you.
As you gesture back towards them, Folly will turn his head past you. Oh, it seems your friends are lost.
Something like that. They're not dead. Comes the question though. Sorry, go ahead. He kind of like fidgets with his hands.
They are trapped, you see. Their knowledge binds them. Remnants of the Master's glow.
Can you be more specific, please? What knowledge?
Are you sure? You wish for me to be more specific?
Ira kind of pauses. And he looks to Maelie.
Not if it's gonna trap me like them.
Of course.
I'd rather get to know you than be in an unconscious state.
Oh,
this is the first time we're meeting. It's not very polite to knock us out.
I don't think you want to get to know me.
A stranger is just a friend undiscovered. Sorry.
Oh, Wander.
However, it has been some time since last I was able to converse, so I shall grant you a reward. All right, the four of you wake up.
Oh my god.
To be clear, the four of you may access your player knowledge.
I saw cycle
And
Oh!
please listen carefully to me. The four of you may access your player knowledge. And in addition to that, because you may or may not remember, but I will remind you, be very, very careful on what you say and ask here. As you were.
Seino,
What happened?
Seino like wakes up and suddenly sees like the violet light, and he immediately like get like shivers.
Can somebody rotate me?
I got you.
Storm cannot rotate.
I'm on a Mac. I don't have a scroll wheel.
Rotation is required.
Luka
Anybody
looks
having
around the room and
PTSD?
seeing the violet color in the room and shudders.
Maelie
I
turns
have
and whispers. Well, we kind of wanted to talk to this fella. Calls himself Folly because y'all were not responding.
Folly, can you
Folly?
tell me what happened to me?
When Chala wakes up, not to get into Folly, but when Chala wakes up, sees the violet light, he gets scared like the rest, and he covers up his shoulders and tries to hide behind Seino as much as possible.
I don't know about you, but I've never seen this color before.
It feels
Unnatural.
familiar.
Mm.
She shrugs.
Now we can converse, honestly.
It was nice of you to wake my friends.
Indeed,
We appreciate it.
kindness. Kindness is such a rare thing these days, is it not?
She nods. What happened to me and my friends?
Oh. Do you not understand?
I do not. I am ignorant.
Oh,
I
very
feel that
well.
we are.
I will explain. You are all of you, each of you, victims of my master's rage. And here you are, splintered, ghosts possessing the bodies of my countrymen. Strange, in the irony of it all. Apologies. It is a lot to take in.
So, I
Who
know
was
this
your
is a really.
master?
I kind of glances over at Effie. Before we ask that, were you like sleeping the entire time, or were you just like sitting there?
Meditating would be the appropriate definition, I suppose. I am a prisoner. Nothing more, nothing less.
So we are speaking with a prisoner right now.
Indeed.
Does not mean we should treat him no different, though. Just as we've encountered everyone else.
From where Challa is, can he see the screen? If so, can he read what's on it from trying to be inconspicuous behind Seino?
Alright, Chala, what you gotta do is make me an Arcana check.
Okay.
But, I'll give you advantage, though.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm assuming that's a good thing.
Oh,
So
that is a certain thing.
Just 7.
All right, Chala, as you turn to look and you try to squint your eyes, everyone else, you notice a tiny, almost imperceptible crack appear on the window.
The window of the Dyson sphere?
The one that's containing Folly, yes.
Oh,
This, but Challa doesn't notice this crack. He just looks at the screen.
As you look at the screen, you see the same information that I have listed out, but you see that each of those pieces could be expanded upon as if it's a drop-down box.
oh no.
Uh-huh. Seino,
What?
honest, don't turn back or look at me. Pay
I don't.
attention to the one in front of us. Act natural.
I am.
There are 3 options. Okay, release. Oh. There are options. Should we? I think. And he's elbowing Seino in the back when he says this, trying to insinuate through body language that he means the opposite of what he's about to say. And he's elbowing Seino in the back. I think this guy's pretty sweet, and we should move forward and talk to him more candidly. Let us
Are you
move.
whispering this?
Yes.
Or are you... Oh, okay.
Then
Sorry,
will
I-
say nothing, and he will just nod his head.
Effie's still waiting for the response.
Okay, sorry I had to let them get through that. What was your question again?
My question was, who was his master?
Aha. My master has many names. Many names. I could tell you them. Are you sure that you wish to hear them?
Now that you phrase it like that, no, I'm not sure. What made you be captured here?
Oh, that is a very long and complex story. If you wish to hear it, I will tell you.
Let me ask you a couple of questions. We are here in this area right now because Primus is threatening all of Conflux as it is. And we are here helping to shut down portions of the Aperture facility.
You do realize you are not in the Aperture, yes?
What do you mean?
I mean, you are not there.
Then where would we be?
He will smile. Where are you indeed?
I mean, look, I was over there on the... And she points. I was over there on the system, and it's in Taladoni. If we aren't on Conflux, then where else would we be?
Look around you.
She looks.
Where do you feel that you are?
Not on Calcatesh.
Oh, is that where you're from?
Ira kind of peeks up a little bit. I think the majority of us are actually, from what our memories are from that town. From there.
Country. Continent.
Country. I would.
Are we not on Conflux either?
I will make you a deal. Do you wish to return to your home?
I don't even know where I am now. Maybe I am on Calcatesh.
You aren't.
Aw.
Are you trying to insinuate that we're somewhere completely different? Like, not even on that world, per se?
I do not know how you accomplished it, but you are in a place you should not be. You are neither on Conflux nor Calcatesh.
Then, by process of elimination, she shrugs. You got me. I'm assuming since Conflux was a weird mixture of Taladoni magic that maybe somehow we're on the remnants of Maltos?
Oh no, you are not in my home.
Then are we
All right.
somewhere like the Astral?
The Folly takes a moment to look at each of you, one piece at a time. You can see that the individual is conflicted to answer your questions. Please understand, I am careful with the knowledge that I share with you, for the more that you know, the closer you are.
Yeah. As Luka steps up and asks this question, thinks Folly is distracted for a moment, he will tap Effie and try and get her attention to her, to the screen and her Conflux kit laying in front of it. Sorry, convalescence kit laying in front of it. Trying to be silent, subtle, but just indicating that that's where her attention should be, rather than Folly.
You want to make out?
Oh
Is that
my.
what you're is that what you're trying to do?
Chala he hesitates for a second and tells himself that hopefully she thinks it's behind it. Oh, the lighting is quite romantic.
Are you sure this is the time for it? She kind of winks.
What would be better? And he what would be better? And he kind of sways his head and lays his arms down.
I mean, your new arms are pretty hot.
Like a sick man that just been divorced, just swaying, looking at her like trying to really sell it to the people around him, including Folly, and he tries to pull her over.
Ooh.
Is this really the time for that?
Maelie
Look,
baseball.
What happened? What happened to me?
He gives
So
gives her a spin
Effie-
up the stairs.
Yeah, so Effie kind of leans in and we're gonna go like this. So she leans into him and is like kissing his cheek as she's reaching over him and typing on the keyboard.
Yes, and he's covering up the keyboard, and he goes straight, like, to turn over into her neck to use his giant head compared to his body to cover up.
Okay, I get it. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
And so she's clicking on the expanded folders.
All right, which one do you
this
want to
thing.
expand?
Interrogate.
Oh no.
Oh.
There's information there that you can use drop downs for. But
Okay.
yes, there is also one for interrogate.
What are my choices on the
If you
points,
scroll
I
up a
guess?
little bit, there's name,
Oh.
origin, ceiling, threat level, classification level, and warden.
Okay, cool. Let me go on to let me click on his name, Folly.
As it expands, you can see that okay. Folly is in parentheses. It is a name given to. It is the nom de coeur given to the creature that has been created. You can see that there are symbols of schematics. There are a list of failed mothers failed false maidens, until finally, it seems that one was indicated as a success. This information reveals that Folly is a weapon, not a person, at least not in the strictest sense of the definition.
What kind of weapon? Does it expand on that?
Well, it is said that it is a weapon of... Let's see here. Let's see. All that it says, it is classified as a weapon of mass delirium.
Oh, great. If I go down to threat level
Mm-hmm.
and click that.
As you click that, your player knowledge knows exactly what his threat level is.
Yeah, I know.
So now your character knows too.
Okay, great. If that is the case, then I'm gonna go back to interrogate. And you said that there was an expanded.
Drop down. It says expand view. There is... Let's see here. I'll just type them out. It'll be easier.
Okay, cool. And in the meantime, I'm envisioning Effie's kind of whispering sweet nothings into Chala's ear about everything that she's reading.
Okay.
Weird.
During that time.
Challa's getting salty with it.
Getting them to bark.
Yeah. He's flexing and unflexing his shoulders, getting them to bark as he moves him with it. He's getting down. He's a twerk. He's twerked out, dude. He's getting down sexual style.
Yeah, no.
He's a quirked up tiny bow busting into sanctuaries.
But yeah, exactly. He's really trying to his best to sell this. He's like, damn, I just didn't die, dude. There's no way.
Ollie really just showed up and just
Yeah.
sees two people just violently making out.
Yeah, dude.
He doesn't know what happens on Conflux.
Yeah, these are violent lights. These are strip club lights as far as Challa's concerned.
Yeah.
These are the options that you have.
Okay. Oh, fun! I know exactly what I want to do.
Oh, please.
Oh god.
You know, let us know before you just do it.
What do you
Or
mean
try-
let you guys know? You guys
or
are over
try.
there.
Yeah, we're
Talking to
over
this guy.
here.
All right,
I
well,
want to ask
all
a
right,
guy
all
a
right,
question.
all right. Hold on. You guys are over there pretending. So that's gonna chronologically take some time. So I'll go back to the others so they can do their thing.
Yeah.
Luka, why are you in the Shadow Realm? Did you press F?
I didn't mean to put myself there.
Did you press F, Luka? Is that what you did?
I did press F, and
Okay.
my screen froze, and then I was
Uh-huh.
in the Shadow Realm.
There you go.
I'm back now. I'm back. I've not press F as many times anymore. Okay. My question. You said you were imprisoned, or you are imprisoned. Who is your charge?
My existence.
Your existence holds you.
That was my crime, was to exist.
Ira kind of adjusts himself. Well, everyone has a purpose. I'm sure you also have one.
I have a purpose, yes.
Ira kind of hesitates. That purpose is.
I don't think we need to know that.
To live.
Ira glances to Luka. Well, you're alive, I think. Congratulations on that.
Yes, if you call
you
this
you
living.
did that. I mean, you're not dead.
For a paladin, you are awfully uncaring to my situation.
I don't know you. You are somebody who just blipped into existence. He kind of looks around the room. I'm not trying to be mean or rude, but we're kind of in a predicament here, and my lack of care is not the highest right now. If I could help you, I would.
You can.
I kind of pauses. I don't know if I can trust you. You're here. I don't know you yet. I've never met you until now. How am I supposed to trust somebody who's locked into something that is in another plane? I'm not trying to assume or judge you or put any blame on you. But I hope you understand where I'm coming from.
I understand that your bias is quite clear. You say that you do not judge me, and yet you see a prisoner. So you presume
I see.
that I deserve to be here?
No. Don't
Then
put words in
release
my
me.
mouth, for one. Ira kind of glares up to him. Please don't raise your voice at me. 1.
My voice isn't
2.
raised.
2. I never said you were a prisoner. In fact, I said you were a stranger.
You
but
literally
you can
asked
be a
me
friend.
that.
So Ira just kind of sighs. You are a funny man. What's the benefits of releasing you?
I get to live.
You get to live, but how do I know that we will all die?
Why would I kill my releasers, my saviors? That makes no sense.
I think what makes less sense was offering to send us home. Why would you be willing to do that?
That is called leverage, so that you would release me?
Ira kind of pauses. What if we don't want to go home? What if there's nothing to return to back at home?
He'll shrug. I have no idea. I could sense a desire in some of you to return home, that much is clear. I'm sure other things can be arranged. So I shall be forthright with you. I have been imprisoned, and I wish to be released.
Can I check how truthful he is with all this?
Insight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or can I at least check?
You can roll insight to see if he's being deceptive.
Yeah. Yeah, that.
He hasn't lied to you one time.
Ira kind of glances to the group, and he glances back up to Foley. You haven't lied, but he kind of messes with his hands. Tell me a fun fact about yourself. Let me get to know you more.
I've never
You're a
had
friend
fun.
that's not. I mean, tell me about your eyes.
I haven't seen them before.
Is there anything that I have on me so I can show him his eyes?
Oh, don't know.
No?
Sorry.
No.
Wyatt,
Yeah, you're over there.
you're making out violently.
Yeah, but I can also hear. And if we can use our player intuition.
You're not that far away. You can intervene if you want.
Yeah, I know.
I
think-
Well, if anything, is kind of like mine.
Oh.
Sort of.
So they're pretty then. Well, your eyes are pretty then. And that's a fun fact.
He'll raise an eyebrow and he'll say, I've never seen them, so I wouldn't know. And I've never had fun because I have been imprisoned my entire life.
I kind of
It's
points
not
at
very much
Luka's
fun
eyes.
in here.
No, I would imagine it's not very fun, but your eyes look like this guy's eyes. He points to Luka. They kind of look like that.
Where are you exactly? You're in a space.
Yes, an extra-dimensional one. One that is bound by the powers of this facility in such a way that I am not a part of the world. Except for what I see in this window.
How have you been imprisoned your entire life? There must have been some part where you weren't.
I woke up, and I was here.
What is your desire if we release you?
To live.
Can you give us a definition of what living is? To you.
I don't know. I've been in here my entire life.
Alright, he kind of taps his foot. If we let you out, since you don't know the definition of living or anything around that sign, perhaps you can. He kind of looks at the group. Accompany us, as I would like to think my group is a very cheerful gang. He adjusts his voice. I've come to care quite a bit about these people, and I'm sure perhaps maybe you'd enjoy it yourself.
He'll shrug.
I
have no idea.
You said something about a warden. Was there someone you expected to talk to that was like a person you know here?
There are very, very few that I have ever spoken with at all. My warden was the most common one. Hence, my surprise to see you. And at this point, the rest of you have caught up, Chala and Effie, so what would you like to do over there?
Effie's been whispering to Chala. Chala, here are our options. Looking at the threat level and what this person was created and contorted to do, I think we know what needs to be done.
It's climax. Terminating.
She clicks down to the terminate button and hits enter.
Oh my god.
Challa moans very loud.
Oh, before you
Oh my
do that,
God.
who was your warden? What's their name? The common one.
He referred to himself as Mr. Gray. I didn't really know him that way.
Mr.
He
Gray.
falls forward. His eyes go out.
Ira
What-
kind of
Wait, hello?
Ira
You said
kind of
Mr.
like
Gray.
turns towards the group.
So,
Folly?
Whoa.
What's
She hits
happening?
the back button.
Folly. He kind of looks towards
The window closes.
Effie and Chala. What did he do?
Wait, I had one more question. And Luka kind of just like looks downcast, thinking about the gray one that Kaoton mentioned before.
You just see
What are you
Effie
guys
and
doing?
Chala actually making out.
Oh, wait, Art.
Can I do a
Ah.
perception to see?
Show me what them wolves do, Chala.
Oh my god!
Oh, they
Can I
spawn.
do-
Art, what are you doing?
Can I do a perception to see if I notice if they were messing with the convalescent kid?
Here's the thing, right?
Okay.
I'll give you a chance here, but it's gonna be a high DC because you don't like watching people kiss or be naked.
No, but Iris kind of stunned that he just watched someone. Oh, he's only going to assume die.
No, that's fine. I'm just telling you. Go ahead, try it.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's not bad. You certainly see that the screens have changed. That's the best I can give you.
Ira, remembering where he left off. Does Ira remember what screen he left off on?
That's what I meant by the screens are different.
Oh, okay, cool. What did you two do? He starts to walk up and he grabs.
Besides
Besides
making out.
swapping
Uh,
saliva.
As
Ira
as-
grabs Effie and jerks her away. What did you do?
What? Why are
Sorry.
you touching me like this?
so when you drag her, you unveil the fact that
I'm still. Hang on, I
You-
gotta reload. I'm sorry. Fuck my thing.
okay.
My thing keeps messing up too.
Yeah,
Is the map too like?
It might be too powerful.
it's too
It
sick.
might be.
It's just too sick. Dude.
Yeah, the
It's-
map's too sick.
I'm better now. Anyway. So as Ira pulls back Effie, what does Charlie? I mean, you can go ahead.
Oh, you just revealed that Challa was like he was. You know how often there's that meme of the guy being held up against the fence, making out with
Yeah.
the kid? It was just like that, but Challa's butt was like across the keyboard, and she was just dragging it to make it appear as if she was just dragging him across it and using the keyboard that way. Oh no! And Challa does his little ditzy act out. Oh no! Was that me? And he puts
When
his
he gets
hands
back-
down.
When he
Why
gets
are you
back, I want to do
Why
an
are you
insight
holding
check.
me like this?
Ira kind of like pulls, like he pulls his hand away from her arm. You two did something. The screen wasn't there before. What did you two do?
We were having romantic relations, Ira.
Did you not
When did
feel the
this
energy
develop?
and the light?
Yeah, when did this develop?
Haven't
What?
you seen his new arms?
A few. Well, I like to think that this has been developing over quite a long time now.
I like short kings.
Mm-hmm.
Ira kind of rolls his eyes. I'm gonna do an insight check when.
Just do it now.
I
Do
just
it
had
now?
to.
Okay.
I just
Yeah,
had
it
to
has
lose
to
a
be
couple
your-
more inches.
I think.
I just-
Does it have to be Jala's AC? Question.
No, Chala can roll a deception check.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
That's why I'm saying just do it
Gotcha.
now.
Okay. Ooh,
All-
yeah, I don't see shit.
All I had to do was lose a couple
yeah.
more inches, and the girls just love you.
Yeah,
Okay.
look,
Oh,
I
it
can
is.
pick him up like a little child, and she picks Challa up.
Challa raises
bridal
his
style.
arms. Raises his arms.
She picks him up bridal style, cradles.
He starts blowing like an airplane. Woo wee!
I
Kinda
don't
steps
believe
back.
any of this.
I'm back.
He also incites to see if they're lying. Oh no, he believes it, but I guess
Well,
this is somewhat believable. With how
Congratulations, I guess.
Tell me they
We're
are.
very happy.
Indeed, we are. It took me many meditations to realize this, but I'm in the right place now.
Well,
He
when we're out of the
finally-
woods, I'll marry you two off. And he just walks off.
You want to get married to us too,
Hmm.
Luka?
I'm more traditional.
Ira's gonna
Okay.
go to the monitor. He's gonna step past him. And he's gonna try to look at the monitor to see if he sees anything. Well,
She unplugs her kit.
does the screen just turn off?
No, but it's locked to the
Okay.
screen that it's on.
What's...
You can see that as you press back once, you are now on the same list where you see the information, and you see that there are the same options. Okay. You can see expand view, encourage, truth, resuscitate, and interrogation.
Resuscitate.
I thought I hit back once.
Yes, after you hit terminate.
Resuscitate?
I thought that would go back to the previous screen with the name and origin and ceiling and threat level.
Ira's gonna...
Well, I mean,
Kinda-
you may have thought that, but it didn't.
Okay.
Ira's gonna kind of look towards the screen. He's gonna look back to where Foley was. What did you do? The screen's new. You did something. I don't care if you guys accidentally touched it while you guys were making out, but you did something.
We did. Effie, did you see anything move?
No, but I'm interested to see what's happening with this one. And
Indeed.
she comes up these stairs and
You know-
plugs her convalescence kit into this one.
What do you think has changed?
Oh boy.
Ira kind of points to the new options. It only had 3,
Mm-hmm.
and now it has more.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them says resuscitate.
Mm.
That means bring back.
Yes. What was? Oh, why would you? Oh, I guess he's gone. Why are you interested in bringing him back? What do you want from him?
He's... Ira kind of pauses. I don't believe he deserved that.
Deserved what?
Being trapped.
Yes, Taladon's doing horrific things. We ought to stop
do we-
them.
He kind of looks back to where Foley was.
Effie kind of looks back at the group while she's, hacking into the mainframe. You know the reason we all died, right?
Yes.
Don't you guys
Yeah.
remember potentially seeing a very similar color before we died?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
It
Now
was
that
very familiar.
you mention it, it might be exactly the same. Wow.
Effie clicks up to expand view. Is that the options I have?
No. In this monitor, the one in the south. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Challa, to keep up the
Pause.
act.
You
So-
see that there are 6 prisoners in this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
I click on 1.
Yeah, Challa walks up, and to keep up the act, he grabs her by the small of her back and leans over her shoulder, the side of her arm. He's not tall enough to look over her shoulder, and then tries to look at this terminal as well.
She takes her non-typing hand and puts it on his chest.
My goodness.
Ira just kind of looks at him and
She's
rolls
one
his
hand
eyes.
typing.
My God.
What the hand do?
Another set of lovebirds, I guess.
Look at him better chat, by the way.
Effie winks at Chala.
Challa winks back.
So what are you guys doing over here?
So, this one has another list of prisoners. I'm just trying to see what information we have on them. It's interesting, right? I guess we're not on Conflux anymore.
Yes. That is
To confirm that.
Honestly, that's very, very disconcerting. And that one thing that bothered me about that person, Folly, was it they were not forthcoming, and they were quite what's the word for it?
Secretive.
Menacing. The few
I
people
feel
we've met
that-
in the past with the same sort of vibe have always tried to kill us, and
The same sort of vibe?
the same aura about them seem to
Alright.
attempt to fight us. I was not
I
looking forward to
disagree.
it.
That's what you see for number 1.
Okay. I click on the name.
Could I read that? Like, Luka, can he read that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I wasn't
this-
sure if that was like still Taladoni and he couldn't read
Is
it.
this in common or in flux?
It is in both.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Oh, it's like translation subtitle. That's it.
Oh, Mr. Gray. I wonder who that is.
Another Mr. Gray, huh?
Well,
Oh,
This guy seems to
Leoton
like
mentioned
bondage
him.
and prisoners.
yes. And whilst Folly had ceiling and threat level of V, this one only says I.
Yeah, it means it's one less than V.
One less than V.
Yeah, H-I... Wait.
How does...
Alphabet is hard.
Indeed.
well, maybe one of them can tell us where we are.
Oh boy.
Is that...
It is at this point that some shit goes down.
Oh, I'm pause champing.
I'm paused.
I'm fully paused.
Oh,
I mean,
God.
Folly's dead.
I don't know if we know if he's dead.
Ira is still standing at his monitor, and he's just looking at the word resuscitate. That's all he's looking at.
Mein Gott.
Indeed, my God.
My God.
I feel like I have a bad feeling.
At least-
There's a bad feeling I'm feeling in the back of my spine.
I'm
least-
excited. This has been a fun episode.
Indeed. At least we only have to fight 6 people instead of 7.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really good.
No.
I assume the
mean, you
last
can
breaking
just-
was all their prisons.
You couldn't
Sorry.
just hit end interrogation?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
No,
I
no,
mean,
no, no, no,
knowing
no, no.
what
As-
I know, it's kind of releasing him.
Well,
Ye-
I mean, here's the thing, right? The minute that I was able to read the threat level and use my player intuition, it was, I mean, it was set in
Yeah.
stone.
Let's. I was sure we should ice that fucker, dude. We
Yeah.
should put him on the fucking brakes.
Ice him.
It's not like he's in trouble. They just have to hit 2 buttons to bring him back instead of 1. Resuscitate and release rather than just release. Fine. We just added like one of those "Are you sure you want to do that?" buttons on the windows. It's fine.
Are you sure you wish to end creation? No. No, I don't want that.
That person was completely against everything the Great One stood for.
Okay. Well. Oh God.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I love my fucking job, bro.
Look, we know
You know
we're
what
doing our job as players when Arcadum says he loves his fucking.
Yeah. I'm about to say, you know when he
All
says
right.
that, you know something's happening.
A door to the west opens, and an individual floats towards you.
It's Voldemort.
You can see that all the different pieces of the defenses shut off as the individual approaches you. And you see this. Oh, God. All right. Hold on to your butts.
Okay.
I'm
Holding.
Oh.
Yo, that
Oh.
looks sick as hell.
You see that guy.
Oh
my
my God! Wait.
God.
Oh, I know.
Oh my God.
I don't know shit, please. I'm so scared.
Right?
I don't know shit. I don't think me and Essie know anything.
Nope.
I don't.
No,
I
Oh
don't
my
think-
God! I don't think it. Yeah.
I also was screaming in people's DMs during that entire puzzle.
I don't know anything. I'm so
I think
scared
mostly
right now.
because I figured the puzzle out in like the first 2 seconds of it being presented, and then neither of you guys picked up on my fucking solve of the puzzle.
I don't know. You can't judge. You can't blame
All right.
me. I don't know shit.
And this individual will speak. Well, this is unexpected. You are not supposed to be here, nor should you be able to be here. And yet, here you are. How very interesting. Please step away from the monitors.
Luka
Art?
immediately does that.
Ira also steps away from the monitors, kind of sadly, actually. Stop ping. Kind of in a sad manner, though.
Challa
Effie-
just firms his grip on Effie.
Effie sadly unplugs her kit and takes a step back.
Challa gets whisked away with his small stature.
Please do not move.
Do a little shimmy.
The creature will
Effie
raise.
crosses her fingers.
The creature will raise its hand, and you will feel your entire body examined by the magic in his palm. Each and every single one of you. Ah. Possession. Your souls. Oh, you are remnant victims. I see. It seems that our theory that the old Nexus is still active. That would explain the messages we've been getting. Tell me, has there been a malfunction upon Conflux?
Yeah.
Ah, that would explain it. Very well. Hold on.
Don't send us back there.
Where are we?
What have you
And
done?
who are you?
Ira looks towards the navigator. I don't know what they did.
Explain yourselves. What have you done?
Well, we just arrived here moments after, and when we got here, the machines seemed to be flickering. We all fainted, and when we came back, at least I fainted, and when I came to, that was shortly before you arrived.
Ira kind of looks to Maelie, and can I move?
Speak.
Well, he just me and my comrade over there. Everyone passed out, and there was a sign that had 7 points. And we made a star.
We
And
only
then
did
Fol-
so in the hopes that it would wake our friends. We weren't sure why they had become so unresponsive.
We understood that there was a prisoner, and it was 007. We didn't have anybody else in the room, and we didn't know what else to do. So we only did what we thought was best, and we woke Foley. We were speaking to him, and then he dropped.
When we started the interrogation, he offered to wake our friends back up. And then throughout the interrogation, I guess something happened, and he did stop talking to us halfway through.
Very interesting.
I'm not sure. I'm only going to assume the button resuscitate.
Which of your comrades entered this fugue state?
Irha takes a fugue state. Sorry, what is he asking? Because my brain is too tired to understand that word right
A
now.
fugue state, an unconscious,
Yeah.
semi-conscious state, confusion.
Irha takes a gulp as he knows he cannot lie, and he points to.
Chala steps forward and says, "Oh," and he'll step forward. "Oh, I must say, apologies, it is me. You know, I'm always fainting in the group. I was born quite
Irha-
weak,
Irha looks
and
to
this
Chala.
form is he's really trying to get you to shut up. Like, he's stepping forward. He completely brazenly over your sentence. I fainted all the time. This body I'm inhabiting is quite weak, and like he shows his arm and how it's mangled and has scarring over it, even though it's healed. It's quite prone to injury, and I thought I was having one of those bouts. I was, wasn't I? And he turns to the rest of the party.
Well, if anything, Effie and you were the first to go down. Then after, it was blank for me, so...
I also did go down. And Seino raises his hand.
Irha looks towards the being. Me and the wizard over there. We're still awake.
Indeed. 4 of you suffered a fugue state. Interesting. He'll place his hand on the monitor and tap resuscitate and reset the commands. Come with me. There is a tone in his voice that suggests that, although polite, this is not a request.
Well,
So-
Luka does it.
Okay, can I get a sense? Can Chala get a sense of how powerful this creature is, about the room, and any other exits?
Sure, you can make a
Yeah.
martial check.
Can I do an
wanted to do a-
insight check?
Okay.
I just wanted to do a perception check to see how much the room changed.
I would like to do an insight check to feel this being's intentions.
Okay.
I want to do nothing.
All right. Another crack appears in the room against the sphere.
Does Luka notice that?
No,
Or is that everybody knows? Oh.
Effie does, though. With your perception check, Luka, what were you asking specifically?
Well, I was asking how, like, the room was different compared.
It isn't.
Oh, okay, it's not that much different. Okay.
Did either of us get anything from the inside?
I did.
No.
Oh, okay.
I did, right? I could see the crack.
You got the crack, but you didn't
Okay.
get what you were looking for.
Okay. Excuse me, I didn't get your name, sir.
It is because I did... Oh, excuse me. It is because it was not given.
Well, in any case, she kind of points up to the crack. What's with that?
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay,
my God.
okay.
Well,
Chala grabs Effie and says, "We need to terminate. We need to terminate this thing again." It knows we terminated once. Just plug it. Just plug it. Speed run. Speed run.
She
Speed
plugs
run.
it
Killing
back
this
in.
one, please.
She plugs it back in.
The,
Is
con-
the
the
door to
console
the-
is destroyed next.
ah,
Okay,
What?
overhead, Effie. Over next one.
what is going on?
Next
There
one.
you go.
Next one.
Guys, chill.
Why did you guys just tell them everything?
What? I know. What? Why?
I can't lie.
Then why speak?
Well, you can't lie, but you can withhold
Everyone
the
else
truth.
did.
You can
Everyone
withhold
else
the
spoke.
truth.
Everyone else spoke. I said nothing. This is all on you.
Effie
I
plugs it back in and tries to
I
go to
didn't stop you.
007.
All right.
Can I please know something? Is the door still open at the west?
Yeah.
Okay. And
Is
there's
the
no
force
more
field
of
still
those
down?
force.
Yeah.
So you guys did do something.
Terminate whatever you can.
It's back, and I think we should leave. The door is open, and we should leave before it's too late.
All right.
This does not feel right.
Listen up, champions.
Your voice mod is still on.
Sorry.
That makes it great.
So dramatic.
Listen up, champions. You have two choices. And I want you to take some time to discuss it. And yes, you may use player knowledge to discuss it. Because you have two party
Okay.
members that have no idea what the fuck's going on.
Okay.
Mhm.
So, you can use this time in order to talk about it. However, please keep this in mind. Right now, 4 of you are vulnerable. And you know why.
Mhm.
If you give the knowledge that you possess to Maelie and Irha, or Irha, excuse me.
Irha.
Irha.
Sorry.
If you give that knowledge to them, they will become vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
They will be cursed with knowledge, as the 4 of you are. So keep that in mind, whether or not you want to include them. I will explain the parameters before you have to make that choice. Your choice is this. You may choose to run, or you may choose to stay. Running means that you basically have your choice determines the next part of the timeline. If you run, this last remnant of the violet could escape. If you stay, you could perhaps reseal it. But understand this and understand me well. If you stay and your character is violet deathed, you will not be able to play anymore.
Does that mean across all your campaigns or
Yes.
just? Oh.
Violet,
can you
violet,
repeat that?
violet death kills the soul.
Mm-hmm.
So even in the new one?
Even in real life.
Yeah, even in real life.
Yeah.
Somebody comes and shoots you.
Arcadum comes in with a Glock.
Arcadum breaks the
Carbon is
door.
for
This
you.
is violent death. No,
you
but
get
no,
violent death, and suddenly Arcadum just kicks in your door with a Glock, and there's time to pay.
And not only are you killed, but all remnants of you is forgotten and lost. Everything that you've done, everyone who knows you, all of it.
Okay, but
That's
question.
good for our campaign, though.
No. No.
So that is
No.
that is your choice.
No,
The-
but question. Are we
Okay.
able to? Are we still able to join Corvinus if we die a violent death in this
No.
thing? No. What?
I meant
Oh,
what I
man.
said.
I know.
Look,
Violent,
keep your
violent,
fucking money. You're
vi-
dead. Keep your fucking money. You're
Violent-
dead, you bum.
Violent death is violent death. But
Yeah.
that's the stakes. The 4 of you may
Um,
discuss amongst yourselves whether or not to include the 2 of them now.
Hey, question.
Can we
Hey,
ask
hang on,
them
question.
to?
Yeah, can me and Maelie go to another channel so we don't
Can
hear
they
anything?
deafen?
Or
Yeah.
well,
yeah,
I want to
Okay.
I want to talk to Maelie. I want to talk.
Oh.
I want to be
Let's
talking.
go to another channel.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
go to another
okay. Tell
channel.
you what. I'll just hold on. I'll just duplicate channel.
And
Thank you.
Oh God, please no.
Okay.
That's what I'm gonna name this.
And then make sure none of you guys are in chat either.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Yeah.
it's an emote only.
No,
Yeah.
we're
note,
not in chat.
but-
Heck no.
All right. I'm moving Astra and Essie down there while you guys talk about it.
Oh gosh.
Okay. Good.
Okay.
Ah,
I
damn.
say,
Guys.
okay,
All right.
who knows the
say-
most? And you tell the rest of us what's going. Oh, sorry. Okay,
Okay.
then you go first.
No, I'm just saying that's
No.
that's exactly what I was going to suggest. I think the most experienced players here are Roxa and Storm.
Yes.
Yeah, because I mean, like, running will reintroduce the violet into the whole world, and we don't know where we are.
No, you can keep the
necessarily.
chat open, so it doesn't matter. Just as long as the two of them don't know. Go ahead, continue.
But yeah, so like, do we want to bring that back? Is the question. Just so, like, we can
I think
survive another
that-
day.
I think that Camp Last Stand did their part in
Yeah.
removing the violet from the world, and their stakes were just as high as us, and all of them more than willing to do their part.
Mhm.
And I feel like that was how many characters across how many campaigns? Like,
God, there was so many of them.
I mean,
So
like,
many.
Like
Yeah.
Stir had 5.
right.
Yes.
Yeah, and we only
Which-
have one.
Yeah.
Comparatively, we don't have the numbers.
Right.
Take
So I'm
care of
saying
that.
we should like fucking Rogue One this bitch. And
Yeah, nip it in the bud. Before,
nip it in the bud, even if
gets,
it means risking our
gets-
characters and not playing on Corvana.
Yeah,
Mm.
I think one. It'll be a fun fight. Okay, I'll play player knowledge, player talk. It'll probably be a fun fight. It lets me project my envy of past ideas of wanting to fight the violet. That would be fun. And and I think firstly, Irha can't walk away, right? I just logistically,
he
I don't think
can't.
Irha can walk away. I don't think Maelie will walk away. Challa
No.
can't. He just got some cool wolves, okay, and they're tingling from past relations to the violet. I think.
Mhm.
I think.
I
I
think
don't know. I think it'll be cool.
it's like a no-brainer. Like,
Yeah. Also, when
Yeah.
we run out of those doors. It's a planet without oxygen in its atmosphere. We all die anyway. So it's.
We could get
Well,
trapped.
Yeah.
Because like I'm thinking about
that's
it
not
like
how the
character-wise.
Astral Sea works, though.
Yeah.
The
I
Astral
know.
Sea is different, but
To be
Yeah.
clear, you have player knowledge. I have revealed who the navigator is in past games.
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
We're on the Twilight Station, right?
Correct.
Mhm.
Yep.
Twilight Station has that fucking strip club lighting, dude.
We killed the Navigator, you guys.
That's
I
lit.
feel like
That's
I'm
lit.
kind of like
Nah, we
okay,
didn't.
in character. For me, in character, Luka wants to go because he knows how much danger this is, and the fact that we're dealing with the remnant of the violet, plus there's 6 of us. This percentage chance of survival seems pretty low, and he's all about like trying to make sure you guys survive.
Yes.
So
But
there's like
Luka,
a part of him. There's a part of him that like really wants to go, but at the same time, there's another part that's just like, well, this is way too dangerous to let loose again.
But
So
Here's
Luka, when you go, when we exit and we leave, what will you do then?
that's what I was just getting to.
What-
It's just the
what would you
part
do?
that
No,
the fact that it could come back and still annihilate us.
Say we get
It's-
back to the planet. Say we get back to the planet. And we get back to Conflux and we get into a nice ship, the way Effie always talked about, and she drives us through the ocean, straight through it to all the other continents, and we do as we please. This thing will still come for us.
That's what I was trying to get to the point that I think, well, at least in character at this point, he would probably want to stay and deal with it.
Mhm.
Because
Here's-
it's like, it's too much of a great risk to let it get out again and let his like master take more remnant souls, you know? If if that's what's probably going to happen.
Here's also what I think was revealed to us from Arcadum saying that the 4 of us went into a comatose state, right? I think it's now been revealed that we have traveler souls, right?
Correct.
And that now we're able to use player intuition in conjunction with our characters, right? So now Luka, sorry, go ahead.
Essentially, you all have traveler souls, but your traveler souls have been infected with knowledge because you've seen the other games.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically what I'm saying is now Luka now has Rox's feelings.
Yeah.
Or you can feed off of those in whatever way, you know, makes sense for your character. So the fact that, you know, Luka now knows that the end calamity of the effect of the violet is the end of the world or the iteration, is now in Luka's head, right?
Yeah.
Which
so
is
that's
why
where I'm going to get the shift.
Right, which is why Astra and Essie are in another room because they don't know the gravity of the situation, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really bad.
So, you know, just between the 4 of us, like, I feel as far as our characters go, like, we really haven't interacted with anybody to make us memorable. You know, like, we've destroyed a couple of towns. They don't give a shit if we ever come back or not.
That's true.
You know, like, no other groups really know about us besides the ones that are, like, another group is attacking, you know, the, where were we at? The Mana Storm? Mana Storm?
Yeah, the Mana Storm.
Mana Storm? Like, that's all they know about us. Like, I feel like we don't have a spire. We don't have, like, people reporting to us. Like, we don't have any of that shit.
Oh no, people will forget biggest ass.
Oh man, that's
No!
They'll forget biggest ass.
Oh man, maybe you convinced me. You convinced me the other way.
No, we have to run, guys. We have to maintain the memory of
I don't know if you saw it, but when Folly was revealed, I said in chat, guys, I know which character we can play in the next wrestling show.
Wait. I actually have a question. So, does that also affect the fact that I also have Chaoton as well? Does he know stuff? Like, does he have added knowledge? I don't know.
I can't answer that.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, everything deep down inside Effie and player knowledge, right? Like, her whole thing is she's trying to get back to Sekel'Q's and also Calcatesh, right? And she doesn't want to see those 2 things destroyed. So no matter what, Effie is staying. She's not going to leave with the group.
Yes. I think I don't think we can even leave because Irha has no choice. Irha has to stay because it's a challenge. He has to take the challenge.
Yeah.
So I don't think there's any possible way that we would leave and just let Irha stay there, you know? So we are already strapped in. At least that's my point of view.
Yeah.
And I think it's the best way. And also this is like out of pocket, but how cool would it be? Like, we don't take all in and then we fight to violent. Like, what the fuck?
Here's a question though. Here's a question. So I don't think Irha knows that this is a challenge, right? Because the player soul, the traveler's soul, doesn't know that this is like the gravity of the situation. Which makes it a little hard to try and convince Astra that Irha would stay when when she doesn't know the gravity of the situation, and thus the character doesn't either.
There is also something to be said that the fear that the violet creates can overwhelm even the strongest of minds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So do we want to spare them all that information? We don't want them to know anything at all.
I'm down to say that all of this group, and I'll take the fall for it, that our group decided to do it in a democratic voting system, and that all of us voted yes, and their votes don't matter.
Okay, 100%. That's my favorite. Okay, firstly, you've hit on my favorite kind of democracy. Okay. Secondly, like, I think, okay, I have a theory that if we tell Irha how vast the situation is, it's dangerous if we lose, but we won't. So that's also not important.
So we're
that's
gonna
not important.
gaslight.
It's dangerous. It's dangerous for Irha. But if Irha knows the magnitude of the situation and still walks into the fight, he might get his powers back.
Oh.
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 So I think we should say, Maelie, cover your ears. If we die, you spread that. You remember. You won't remember us, but just I'm proud. In my heart, I know Maelie Soul will go on to fight another day. Of all of us, I think that's
Yeah.
fine.
I mean, Maelie already
They
did
have a
it.
lot of confidence.
So we're destroying Astra.
I don't mind. She's
I mean,
she's not here. She's not here. It's fine.
I mean,
But
here's
we-
the thing. Here's the thing, though, about that is I think Astra's biggest hesitation is to not be able to play in any of Arcadum's games ever again.
Yeah.
Right? That would be probably the biggest thing. If we spare her that, she'll probably be more.
She can
But
get
I
a
still
new
think.
social security number. It'll be fine.
Okay.
Get a new
username.
Just change your Discord name.
I
You'll
have
be
to
okay.
rebuild my relationship with Arcadum and be a fake moniker.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
There's
I-
another point that I want to say
Yeah, go
really
ahead.
quickly is
Yep.
like, what if them not knowing also gives us a leg up in this situation, like fighting?
Well,
Whatever
it
it
does
is.
because wasn't it revealed the more that you know about the violet, the harder the enemy is?
Yeah. So like, if we want to burden Astra with that sort of information, like that's just going to decrease our chances.
I agree.
Okay,
so I think what we
so
do
we're going
is
in. We can confirm that though, right? We're going in.
Yeah.
Does anyone here know one?
Like in character and in person, I would like to fight.
Me
Okay.
too.
I think
Yes.
I think
Yes.
I think all of us want to fight. I think the choice is the only choice that I think is left is: do we tell Astra the information and hope that Irha gets his powers, or do we keep the information and hope that decreases the Violet's powers enough?
I mean, I would assume that Damocles, if they're watching, would be like, "Oh, this is a very intense fight. Here's your powers back," sort of
Well,
situation.
I
or if
agree
we
with
just
that.
kind of, under the table, like, "Hey, this is kind of very serious," sort
Do
of
we get-
situation, then maybe.
Do we even fucking get a long rest? What is he? Please.
We got a short rest in, yeah.
Do we
Yeah,
could
we're
have
pretty
taken a
much
longer.
juiced.
Fuck.
So question, I mean, I guess for this group is I don't think we should spoil either of them. I think that we're just going to tell them we placed a vote against all of us, and because of the gravity of the situation, we're just going to go ahead with the fight under democracy rules.
Yeah.
And that they just need to trust our decision on this, and we cannot corrupt them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, I
And
think that's
I
the best
do-
way.
Okay.
And I do think that if Damocles was going to give Irha's powers back for the Primus fight, I think the Violet trumps
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
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 Okay,
It's
I
like
think-
of equal weight, if not more.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's fine. But when they come in here, we don't just force it upon it. Let's just ask what they think. I would love to hear
No.
what they think of the situation. We don't say anything. I want to know what they
Yeah.
think. Though. I'm just curious.
I'm curious too, but I still think we should pull them in there and say this is what we're doing.
Oh, we're gonna fight, but I just want to fake like we're listening to their side first. I really hope they listen to this back on Twitch, by the way.
I don't know if they should though, because then it'll be like,
Oh
damn,
yeah,
knowledge.
Yeah.
true.
They can't
Yeah,
watch this part.
Yeah, they can't watch the second half of this
Yeah,
pod.
the-
I would really like to know like their viewpoint,
Yes.
and then we
Of
just
this,
tell them
yeah.
like, "Yo, we came to this solution. This is like the best way we found."
Well,
and
that's
then,
kind of like calling somebody in for an interview knowing you're not going to hire them.
Yeah,
well, and that's
yeah.
what
I
we're
love
doing.
I love fake business.
Yeah.
I love it.
Okay, that's like fake taxi.
Yeah. Yeah. You
All
are
right, all right. We're getting off topic. So
Okay.
Okay.
So our
Shout out to
decision
John.
is we're gonna go off of majority rules. All four of us are agreeing to fight. We want to spare Astra and Essie from being corrupted by knowledge.
okay.
So we're telling them that we're doing majority rules. All four of us want to go, so their vote kind of doesn't matter, but we're willing to hear out their side of the story.
Just bring him in here, and then if we let it slip, we let it slip.
No, I don't
Okay.
want to let it slip.
Okay.
I want to be like straight to the point that this is what we've decided, and I'll take the fall for it that I convinced every one of you to agree with this.
All right.
No.
Sure.
No.
All right then.
We agree with you.
We all agree.
Yeah.
At
I'm
least
just saying.
I side with you.
I do want to
side
say.
with you.
I would just. Okay, they come in. We all mute. We just hear what they want to say. We just let them panic for a little bit.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's even better.
Okay.
Okay, we all mute.
Okay, we're all gonna mute.
Okay,
Alright.
just drag them back in head, no context.
Oh.
I'm gonna go pee too, so
Same.
All right.
Wow.
All right, drag them back.
Can we keep that voice channel? Can we do that?
No, I'm not ready. No,
You're not ready.
No, I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Oh gosh.
All right.
Mm.
You have returned.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Effie, Chala, Luka, and Seino stand together. Ready to fight against what is coming. They have elected not to inform you, to spare you from the curse of knowledge. So, now I speak only to the two of you.
Oh gosh.
The violet light burns bright. 4 stand to risk everything. The two of you are granted this one last opportunity. Do you wish to stand with your comrades or flee?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Actually, this is directly going to my tenants. I can't run anyway, from what I'm reading. You know, retreat yourself, the allies who decided to do so, you have to buy the time they need, and you will answer any challenge or any form of combat. So I don't have a choice.
Of course you do.
My tenants say otherwise.
Yeah, but you could ignore them.
Yeah, but I die.
No, you won't. Damocles is powerful, but he is nothing compared to what this is.
Oh my gosh.
Mm.
So we don't have knowledge because they didn't elect to tell us. If we were to stay and die in this combat, would it still be a violent death, even though we don't have the knowledge?
Yes. Because they have chosen not to grant you the knowledge, you are given one last chance to escape.
I see.
What will it be?
Oh
Can
my
we maybe-
gosh.
Can we go discuss that?
Can we?
If they have a chance.
You can discuss it between the two of you, but the 4 have made their decision.
Okay.
Take your time.
Can we discuss it in private?
No, I guess it's here.
No,
They
it's
discussed
here?
their choice in the private to them,
That's
but you know,
fine.
in public to everyone else.
They are not going to interfere with your discussion. The choice is the two of
viewers
yours.
need to know. The viewers need to know.
Okay, that's fine. Okay.
I don't worry about them. They don't need nothing. If you guys,
I'm not worried about them. So I will not die to Damocles, and I have a choice to run or stand with them. But I will be going with Maelie. And as a character, even though Irha does no longer have these romantic feelings towards Maelie, it has been a constant that Irha has always stuck with Maelie. So I believe Irha will just go wherever Maelie will go, as Irha believes that she is his closest ally. But Irha is not aware of anything. I am not aware of anything. And I'm terrified. I am so scared right now. I think So,
Oh gosh, you're putting it all on me.
No, I'm discussing it with you. I'm
Um,
saying, you know, again, whatever you decide, I will automatically, understand and back it up because as a character, Ira will stay with Maelie as much as he can, as he's been with her and defending her as much as possible. And as a player, dying a violent death is something that I personally don't want to risk, as I enjoy Arcadum's world too much.
seconded. But all that aside, as a Maelie, right? As a character, despite her standing her ground for fights that she can see when there's an enemy, she doesn't know anything about the Violet or really how bad it is. She just doesn't have that knowledge. And
No.
like she did with Dagus class, she feels very strongly about being falsely imprisoned or wrongfully imprisoned and being herself, knowing what little she knows of her background and where she came from before being in the vessel. She also feels exceedingly strongly in second chances.
It's not the same with Irha. Yeah.
If
he
Effie
understands.
hadn't hit terminate, she would have tried to diplomacy the rest of the team into letting him go, like they did with Dagus class, and giving him a second chance, even if it ended up not necessarily being the best choice. And if she ended up having guilt from it, that's different. But she believes in that, and if running means that he can escape, then that's what she would do, because she does not believe that he deserves to be there and would not feel right fighting him or whatever they may be fighting. That's just not how she's worked.
Well,
no, I agree.
Time.
In that,
Irha, hang on. Go ahead.
In that case, since you have, hold on, I'm not going to interrupt what you're trying to do. I'm just explaining something else to Essie. If that is your position, then there is a third choice. Running is no guarantee that the creature will be released. It is only a guarantee that you will be safe. Staying and fighting will obviously lead to great risk. However, if what you wish is to release the creature, then your third option is to assist the Violet's escape.
What?
Ooh.
If that is what you believe.
I think.
Can you explain
elaborate
more of what that entails? Yeah, elaborate, please.
Because me and Maelie are both on the same standpoint of, both of our characters from the background knowledge know that how imprisonment feels is not a good thing. With Dagus class, Irha's always tried choosing the greater choice in his mind, and he, even when mentioning to Foley, he wanted to show him what life could be, and his reactions towards the resuscitate and the possible termination definitely wasn't a joyful one. So Irha and Maelie are, I think, believe on the same standpoint.
Maybe.
So be it. In that case, Irha and Maelie, the most I can elaborate on is that, as you have explained it, is that you would have tried to convince your party to release the Violet, as its imprisonment has been false. Fleeing only guarantees your escape. It does not guarantee that the Violet can escape. Fighting alongside your comrades will most certainly, you will be fighting to seal it. Your third option, as you have explained your position, is that you can assist the Violet's escape by attempting to release. You specifically, Maelie, can attempt to widen the cracks.
Okay.
And if Irha chooses to assist you, then the both of you can do that.
Okay.
So there are three options.
If we day, because Astra said it best. We really like your content. I'd hate to never get to play again as a player, right? But what would happen if we failed in our attempt at helping the Violet escape?
I suppose you'd have to deal with the consequences of your party.
So, are we talking like PvP or?
I cannot answer that, as I am not them.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
Astra?
from what Irha knows, Chala has no hesitation to hurt his party.
Yeah. And oh gosh. Well, wow, a third door has been opened. Now I'm even less sure what I want to do. Which are you feeling more strongly to, Astra? Would Irha, I mean, I know he's gonna stick by Maelie, but would he run, or would he attempt to free the Violet if Maelie says, what if we help the cracks?
I think Irha has connections with everyone here, and if he, as he mentioned in the past, he knows this guy is a stranger, but a stranger is just a friend not yet met. And he knows, I don't think he would purposely want to hurt anyone here. Not anymore. I mean, that was even shown when Chala was shooting at him. He still didn't, hurt Chala. I don't
Entirely
think
possible that they would hurt us again.
I don't think he wants to hurt anybody. I think he just wants what he feels is right is going to happen. But at the same time, I feel like if we run, we have a chance to continue on as players. But if we assist the Violet, as I don't really know what it is, I'm worried about how our party will treat us afterwards, and I care a lot about this party.
Right? I Maelie.
And Irha cares a lot about people, but he would rather stand with Maelie.
Maelie would not be able to hurt her friends. She couldn't do it in town, even when they were being stupid to Moko. She would not be able to fight
Both
back.
of them couldn't. Yeah, both of them couldn't.
She would gladly free the Violet, but she would not be able to hurt her friends. Oh my god.
Yeah.
There's no guarantee that you'll hurt your friends. But
There's no guarantee, I know, but
yeah, Irha wouldn't even be able to fight back. I mean, he did it with Chala, and he's not going to now.
Well, that's fine. I'm just saying their reactions are their own. That's all I'm saying.
But even without the reactions, the fact that
I will tell you there's only one guarantee on the table, and that is if you escape, you escape. That's it.
Yep. Because even if they're not going to react poorly to our character decisions, it would be just the standing against them and not standing as a team, because they're all standing to fight, and we would be, and potentially seal it, and we would be standing to break it open and fight. And as much as she wants to help Folly, I don't think she could stand and fight against what her party wants.
I don't think Irha would want to harm his party. And I don't think...
Even if it didn't harm them directly, even if they didn't take any action against us directly, it would still be hurting them, because, it's not what friends do.
Yeah.
Something.
I mean, after everything they've been through, I don't think Irha would risk everything for a stranger, as bad as he feels. But he also would not want to hurt the stranger.
There it is.
I don't think he wants to hurt him.
Oh, hold on. Something happens. You just triggered something.
What?
Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know what I just did.
One moment.
Because it's true.
It's too bad we're digital. I'm like, please, somebody come hold my hand.
Go get your husband.
All right. Man. Maelie.
Mm-hmm.
Upon the seventh utterance of the word stranger, you notice that there is a shadow standing next to Irha.
Uh-huh.
It says
Do I
nothing, it does nothing, but you feel that it is staring at you.
Do I recognize?
The shadow has no detail. You do not recognize it. And now a fourth option.
Oh my gosh.
Yo, what?
You can take the shadow's hand.
What? Is it? That's the option?
This is up to you. The shadow's next to me.
I know how much pain the other four of you must be in, but please remain muted. Don't scream too loudly.
Gosh.
I think.
Yeah?
To be clear, the shadow is only seen by Maelie.
I can't say anything then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The tone of my voice.
If I take the shadow's hand, is running still on the table? Like, will I know?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Can I do any sort of check first to try and determine what the shadow is?
No checks required, but there's only one thing I can tell you about it.
Okay.
The shadow represents knowledge.
Knowledge?
Mm-hmm.
The kind of knowledge that everyone else knows that I don't want to know.
I will tell you it is knowledge that will assist you with this choice.
With this choice.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Give me a minute. I'm gonna ponder. Please.
Ponder it
Sorry.
up. This is a decision that you'll have to make on your own, however.
Mm-hmm.
And I really wish I could be playing the music right now.
Mm-hmm.
Hey. I'm just glad we opened it before a fourth the door. Another one
can't.
arises.
Oh my gosh, how am I supposed to choose? It's hard enough for me to pick favorites between two options. Yikes. Knowledge.
Arcadum,
And-
you want me to vocalize the song?
No.
No.
And running would still be an option. Well, Astra, we agreed that running was our best choice, right?
Yes, but
Okay.
the fourth door has opened.
I know. But as long as running is still an option.
I don't see anything wrong with it. Sorry, not my choice.
Maelie will take the shadow's hand, whether or not because she thinks it's Nomalos or because she thinks it could be Folly in Irha's shadow or anything else. She'll take his hand or its hand.
Very well. This is what you hear. The answer that you seek lies within the violet light. Choose thee thy third option. And the shadow fades.
Okay. And the shadow's knowledge, when it said third option, meant the third option that we were given to help.
The violent escape.
That is in fact the option it meant.
Yes.
Okay. Well, she will quickly and hurriedly explain to Irha what she just did and mention that there's a third option and that the shadow seems to think it's the best option.
Irha, he kind of looks at her and he looks back to the group. And he just nods.
How
He
much do you
agrees.
want to trust the shadow?
I don't know, but I trust you.
She nods and says, well, I guess it's just a gamble then, with a smile.
Irha just kind of gives a smile back, and he nods, looking back towards the group. Yup. Let's whatever you want to do.
Oh my gosh.
Are you locking in the third choice?
I don't know, I'm scared too.
He kind of it asked. So Maelie told Irha what the shadow said, right?
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'm just gonna go over basically what we already discussed, and I think that might be the best option from what our player's standpoint is.
Okay, because it's not just up to me, it's up to you as well. I mean,
I think personally, this is the best option as a player and me as Irha's character. He doesn't want to hurt his friends or Foley, but he trusts Maelie's words over everything. And so I believe the third option is probably the safest. As running, we're still trapped here. What happens afterwards? We're not
fair point.
leaving. We're not leaving this weird plane.
She just briefly gives him a hug real quick and then walks to stand next to him, letting him go, and says, all right, then third option it is. We'll stay and help with the cracks to release him.
Are you locking in that choice?
Yes.
Beep, it's locked.
Everyone,
gosh.
please, at this point, please mute. As I have some things to do. Four traveler souls step up towards the violet light, piercing down through the cracks in reality and its shifting prison, held separate from the world and trapped. Now it begins to return. The four of them prepare themselves, their souls brightening as the spirit of the seven stirs within them. Many times before has such a thing happened. With every turning of the wheel, the spirits of mortals against times that would end have always risen up. They have always held fast. However, there must always be a traitor. And as such, as the four stand, two behind them reach up with their energy. The wizard shifts her fingers back and forth, twisting the manic threads along the edges of the cracks. Compelled by the shadow's wisdom, compelled by the call of the stranger. Slowly, but surely, the cracks are widened. The four turn, their eyes wide with fear and uncertainty, as Maelie and Irha, conviction in their eyes, they pull at the great threads, and the violet spills into this world. Folly steps out from his prison, and as he does so, all of the mana in the room begins to rotate around him. The walls of his prison shatter. The stone and metal around him shift and twist. His power flickers with strength as it grows in its brightness. He stands before the four that would stop him and looks to the two behind them and smiles. And he will give a bow of thanks. And then he will look up towards the heavens as bit by bit Folly turns to violet dust. The prism was sealed, and all the pieces of the enemy called home. Free from his prison, Folly can finally be where he belongs. And with that, the violet light shifts and fades away. What you've chosen to do is something that normally your player's intuition would tell you to stop. But there are forces at work that have yet to have been discovered. One question that should be asked: it is understandable to trap the violet in a prison. But why were his brother and sister colors trapped as well? A greater understanding befalls the party. This place, this Twilight Station, is it more than it seems? Is there a different reason that the colors could be confined and constrained? The shadow of the wizard Tyr, his madness speaking to one of his own kind, reached out. For in his shadow is the knowledge of what his true purpose had always been. to contain the violet. To release it is to return it to the prism. There must always be a traitor. And that is where I will have to end things today. You may unmute now.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
My God.
Oh no.
You know what's really funny?
I could see it. I was like, I knew they're probably gonna do it. They're probably gonna do it. I was just like,
You know
it
what's
completed
kind
the
of funny?
wheel.
I
It
noticed.
completed the cycle.
You noticed?
I noticed that I said I don't want to hurt a stranger, and it activated the fourth door. That was really cool.
Unfortunately, I am afraid that's all I have for you guys.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm afraid that your campaign has come to an end.
really?
My God.
Okay.
Oh
What
my
an ending.
god.
Because now I have a new one to prepare.
What?
Because
What?
you have crossed the line outside of Conflux, and now you have unlocked the knowledge of the Twilight Station.
Are we doing a Twilight Station campaign?
Oh my god, what?
Wait, what?
We get to fly
Yo.
around in the ships. Oh, it's what Effie always wanted.
Since episode 1.
Wait, what?
Amazing.
This is crazy. Wait,
I-
how many sessions was around the Maelstrom?
I am afraid that we have.
Four.
I'm afraid that we have a lot to discuss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
What?
Oh,
Yo,
What?
the kindness of people's hearts did something. Oh,
do we get to go to
Jesus.
Korg? That was what I want to know. Do we get to go to Korg?
My excitement was never at this peak in my whole life. I'm sitting here at my desk in so much excitement. I could finish my whole university with like the best grades ever, and it would leave me with less excitement as this session right now. What is this?
Man,
I'm
I got to reveal so much of my hand today. It was very good.
I
Maelie,
know.
Maelie, Essie, I'm proud of us.
And the fact that
I'm
the
not.
fact that happened
am.
organically. Oh,
Yes.
so fantastic.
It is so good.
There's
Oh my
like
God.
two hands that I have right now. One is like, I'm really glad I didn't corrupt them, but on the other hand, I'm like, I
Yeah.
should have corrupted them.
Yeah.
We don't know anything. Don't tell me anything now. Do not tell me anything now because I
No, no,
want
no.
to stay up
No,
there.
we don't.
Tell you. We won't
No,
tell you.
I'm-
I
I
know
was
we
so
won't.
I was so excited for some. If PvP went down, I was like, "This is the most player-focused campaign." To end it on PvP would be so
Right,
crazy.
right.
It would be so
Well,
thematic.
you're not guaranteeing that it's not happening, Zahaab.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's
Speak for
true.
yourself.
I'm
yeah.
sorry. I literally in case I had to explain why I was making that decision too, and I hope all my reasonings was enough to justify Ira's actions.
Astra.
If
I-
you're
I-
playing
I-
in character and by yourself, I think it's justified. Like,
Astra, I was following along like the whole conversation, and I felt like this was so genuine how you guys acted that out. I was so happy that we like decided to not corrupt you, because otherwise we wouldn't have seen this. Like, this was some great RP from you guys. Like,
Yeah.
for real.
Definitely.
This was sick.
I was. You know, it's good when I start screaming in my heart.
Yes.
Yeah, when I start screaming in my heart, like
I'm
Jenny. 'cause-
shaking so bad. I don't
sweating.
know what I did, but I'm
I am-
shaking about it.
No, I don't know what
Yeah.
I did either, but we
Oh my gosh.
Don't worry
didn't want
about
to
it.
hurt anybody. We didn't
What
want
do
to
you
hurt
mean you
anybody, and
didn't
we
want to
didn't.
hurt anybody?
And we didn't. As far as I know, as a player, we didn't hurt anybody.
I don't
Oh my
want to say
god.
anything because it will ruin it. But there's so many
Yeah.
funny things with this.
I know, there's so
Just-
many funny things.
It's like what you were saying. It's like Shakespeare, right? In all of his
Yeah.
plays, he has a bunch of characters talk about something the audience
Yeah.
knows and everyone else knows, and he makes it as poetic and as tragic as possible. And you guys copied it, totally. You guys did like
Yeah.
Shakespeare level shit. It was amazing.
D&D.
Yeah, yeah.
Shakespeare
Yeah.
D&D.
Thank you.
so sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm not
Don't
sorry. 'Cause
apologize. Yeah, don't
I did.
Don't be
apologize.
sorry.
You
I did
did what you thought was like appropriate
Man,
I
in
did
character
what I thought
and in
was-
person. So
any
don't say sorry.
any enjoyers of fan art?
Yeah,
yes.
But,
Yeah,
but
I
here's
love fan
the
art.
thing. Here's the thing. For both of you guys, Astra and Essie,
Mhm.
if you watch this VOD back, do not look at the
No.
comment section.
Yeah.
No.
Okay,
no.
yeah,
At
of
all.
course.
And don't listen to our part where we were discussing. Like, don't.
Yeah,
No,
when
no,
we
no,
leave,
no.
we'll just like fast forward until we get to wherever.
I mean,
Yeah.
But don't
I
look
don't
at
have to
chat
watch
either.
this VOD because I was here, so I'm good.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. Don't
Well,
don't look.
I like to watch
Yeah.
VODs back, so just don't.
No, I
just
don't.
All right.
I usually don't.
Let's go ahead and go over some fan art because we got a lot to talk about. Oh my god.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, all
Yeah.
right. Let's see. My next game starts at what? 5:30 today?
Yeah.
What does that give me an hour?
Mhm.
That gives me an hour.
Yeah.
Ugh.
6, right?
I-
Isn't
I
it
Oh, is
Some
it
good
is it
fan art.
6 for Ash and Sorrow? I think it is 6 for Ash and Sorrow. Okay.
6.
Yeah, it's 6.
All right, that gives me some time because I got so much to talk with you guys about. Like, oh my god.
Oh.
Oh, baby girl, what's your
Clap.
name?
Your
All right,
name.
all right, here we
Let
go.
me tell you, is it you drink?
All right, so first up we have
Hey.
Metal Sonic. We have new Luka art. Very cool.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I
know,
his
it
new
looks so
character
pretty.
art. His new
Cool.
character art. Yeah,
Oh, the
it's not
bear,
done
the
yet, but
bear
it's
with the
mostly
paw.
there. Yeah.
The bear with the paw.
So that's like his new haircut now.
I like
Oh,
it.
it's so
Yeah.
cute.
It looks good.
That's very Space Fleet pilot. I love
It
it.
really- Very Twilight Station.
Yeah.
No.
That's good. Oh no, Irha and Maelie. Oh jeez. Oh
Aw.
no. Oh god. Oh no.
Oh man, no,
Oh,
no.
sad.
When your party
I feel bad.
when your party trusts the shadow over the party.
Yeah.
That animation is
Why?
that animation was so gorgeous.
All right, next up we have is Chala. Are you right? Yes, I have grown in power and density. Like he's so sick, dude.
Oh man, I love Casey's art. Like you don't even have to tell me it's Casey.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. Thank you.
What can I say? I love Short King's airplane noises.
I like just the cup. I like just the cup.
Just a cup. There you go. Oh shit.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
Crazy.
Oh gosh.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Oh damn.
Luka in there.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's crazy.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's Eustace.
That's
Freaking
Eustace,
Eustace,
mom
bro.
Eustace. Oh,
good.
so glad.
You guys
he's back.
remember all the
Good.
fan art he would get that would always change what his headband said? And it was always
Yes.
He used to say stuff like dumb or cum or stupid.
Yeah.
Just weird.
Cock.
Yeah. Or cock. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Rainzz, excitement time. I love this graph.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Like, this is my whole life in one graph, and then there's this one session.
Yeah. Oh my god, this was so good, guys. Oh,
Wow.
every session is so good. I swear.
Yeah,
to
I
God.
know.
It really is.
So,
Every kiss
Uh.
begins with K and ends in S. All right, Rain
Every
Chaos.
kiss begins with a cover up.
Cover up.
Yeah.
Rain Chaos, thanks
At
for the
least-
10 gifted subs. Skywhite,
Yo.
thanks for the 12 months. That's a year. Zen Master, thanks for all those gifted subs. And I'll know the Wig, thanks for the 18 months. he resubbed with, I just came in, and why am I hearing the funny color being mentioned?
Oh man.
Well, welcome back.
Wow.
Legend, thanks for the 5 gifted subarinos.
I have one more fan art. I'm sorry. I was trying to grab it
Sure, go
for
ahead.
myself.
Put it in
I'm
fan art.
sorry.
yeah.
Zahaab.
Run this campaign.
Zahaab, thanks for the 10 gifted subs.
Yeah.
Yay.
For the ending of
Yeah.
Maelstrom.
Legend,
Yay.
thanks for yet
Yay.
another 5 gifted subarinos.
Subarus.
Subarus.
Subarus?
Subarus.
We got Subarus?
Soup awook.
No.
Oh my god.
Yo, Rainzz, you're a wordplay
Whoa.
genius. You're a wordplay genius.
Whoa, swordplay, is that a fucking god sub for 10 months, bro? Like, that's pretty
God
Oh,
Oh.
We have some
Nice.
rich guys in here.
Oh,
I wonder
Nice.
what the length of his sword is.
Ooh.
Yo.
Stormedge, thanhanks for the gifted submarinos.
You're welcome.
So
That's just to make
cute.
sure you
Oh my
don't
God.
kick me out of your campaign.
like Zahaab coming. Like, Zahaab almost broke my fucking bearing when I was just like, "Yes, you will not be able to play." He's like, "Yeah, fuck your money. You don't need your money."
Look, here's just the thing for Astra and Essie. You know how much me and Roxa are like a fan of the lore, and the fact that we were willing to violent death ourselves should have been a little bit of hint, but you know.
They don't know what violent death is, though.
I know.
They don't know what that is.
Shh, you're gonna corrupt them.
I know.
I know.
They know.
I know.
No,
But I think you guys made the right decision. That's just me out of
it was-
character
yeah.
making a joke.
I will tell you right now, they were just like, "This is crazy. It's how, oh my god." Did anybody else lose their mind when I fucking got to
Yes.
say
Yes.
there must
Yes.
always be a traitor? Dude?
Oh my
Yeah.
Losing my
I,
mind.
Yes.
I was like, oh my god.
I still don't know what that means.
I will
but-
explain it. It's like I just when that happened, I put my fingers together in like a meditative stance, and I was just like, excellent.
I slammed my
Oh,
desk
wait,
in
hang on.
real
I
life.
have a question.
Yeah,
Would Maelie and Irha both be considered traitors or just Maelie?
that is one of the things we're gonna have to talk about.
Yay!
Oh boy, is there so much we need to talk about?
Oh my god!
Can we?
For real?
I'm gonna have a pee break. Don't.
All right. Well, let me end stream because I can't talk about it on stream. So,
Oh,
all right,
Okay,
guys.
okay,
Thanks
okay.
for watching. Thanks for supporting, and I'll see you guys in a little bit for some more
Thank you.
D&D.
Again, thank you so much,
Bye.
chat, especially with the
You're the
shifting schedule.
best.
Bye bye.